You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something about a nigga like me that never should've let me buy a tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. And since I was a youth, I like Compton. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game, and I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, episode 248. And I want to thank everybody on the live chat, everybody who's not on the live chat and is just at home with their feet kicked up, drinking the Modelo, watching us. I want to thank you guys because, you know what, if it wasn't for you guys, we would have never have hit 40K subscribers yesterday. So I want to thank you guys. You know what, continue to share, like, comment, dislike, it doesn't matter. You guys still watching. I want to hit that 50K hopefully by next month. I want to encourage you guys because what we do here at Roadium Radio, we shine light on artists that most people normally would not either listen to, watch their interviews, or even hear their music. And I get so many DMs and so many emails of people telling me you have so many dope artists that I've never heard before. So that's what we do here on Roadium Radio. We shine light not only on up and coming artists, but especially Raza. And I want to thank Raza for tuning in. And I got some people that I want to give a special shout out to that are always supporting us, that are always in the live chat and are always dropping money. I want to give a big shout out to Ray Rice, Big Ray. Want to give a shout out to Derek Mallory. And I also want to give a shout out to, once again, Roberto Hernandez, who's always blessing us on the live chat. Much love, much respect to you guys. You guys have been there since day one. So much love to you guys and much love to all of our moderators. Other than that, continue to submit your music to roadiumradio@gmail.com. Many of you go on my DM and are like, hey, how can I get on your podcast? I tell you guys this at the beginning of every show, during the show, and after the show. Submit your music, roadiumradio@gmail.com, with music, videos, and a short bio. A short bio would greatly help. Okay, so I want to encourage you, and then hopefully we will contact you via email. I know a lot of you guys send me emails and then get back at me. Hey, I sent it. Did you get it? Somebody will contact you via email. So please respect that. Other than that, you know what? I have one of my very special guests here. We spoke briefly at To Live and Die in LA, but we're going to get a little bit more in depth in this interview. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce the one and only Amoraa. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good. Did you like that intro?
Yes, I loved it.
You know what I did? I practiced it in the mirror when I got out of the shower. No, I only put it. So, okay.
I can tell.
Yeah. So now, To Live and Die in LA was about 2 months ago, somewhere around there?
Yeah.
Okay. We met there. You were with Danny Trejo and Twixie, if I'm correct.
Twixie, yes.
Yes. And I interviewed all three of you guys. And even though it was just a short interview, if people didn't watch it, because we made a highlight clip of it and we posted it on our YouTube, but we didn't get too in depth. So I kind of want to do a quick recap, you know, so that people could get a chance to know you. For people, once again, who didn't watch that, To Live and Die, because you know what? We were there for like 5 or 6 hours interviewing people.
What, really?
Yeah, so it's that long.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think I got like one break, and I had to eat like a damn hamburger like in 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but it was good. I'd do it all over again. And Frankie Orozco, the producer of To Live and Die in LA, just contacted me that they got the new location for the one in February.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
so I'll be there as well. I don't know if I'll be podcasting or not, but he said he wants me involved. So I'll be there as long as there's food.
Let's go.
Let's go, huh?
Yes.
Yes. So, you know, but very quickly, I know today is Wednesday. You had a nice little drive from the Valley because you were, had a meeting.
Yeah.
Now, if we can go back to this weekend, how was your weekend? How did you spend it?
This weekend, what did I do?
I saw you in
I
the
had a
car with Danny.
performance.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually performed at a red carpet event. It was
Oh.
the Lampa Awards. So it's the Latin American Motion Picture Awards. There you go.
I would have never guessed that. But
Yeah. yeah. So it was really, really fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was like an eventful weekend. It was like the first time that they had done something like that.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was like their first annual basically like ceremony, and it was beautiful. Danny got an award.
He did.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish I would have gotten invited. I would have showed up drunk. I'm only playing. And crashed it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what? Does it always got to be red carpet? Why not black carpet? Why not,
I know.
white
why,
carpet or
why
something?
does it always have to be red?
I have no
I think
idea.
they should do a pink carpet, but that's just me.
You know what? We'll do our own. Okay. So now, so that was your weekend. So
Yeah.
you performed. How did that go? What was the response that you got?
Oh, it was actually really great. I'm like, people always ask me, like, do you still get nervous? And yeah, I still get nervous.
I think we all do.
Yeah. I still get nervous, like, before I'm about to perform. But as soon as I, like, start singing, I'm like, okay, I'm okay.
You know, in 248 episodes that we've done, this is 248. When I first started podcasting, I'll be honest with you, I people ask me, well, you know, where do you get your questions? Because this is pretty much what my phone looks like, okay?
Yeah.
I have no questions. Everything just comes from here, whatever I ask. I know music, I know movies, I know comedy. I know a lot of things because I've been around for a long time. Being 54 years old, I'm an old guy. I'm an old fool from the old school, okay? But I used to get really nervous in the very beginning.
Yeah.
I used to get really, really nervous. And sometimes you could tell, sometimes you can't. Now, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. But
Yeah.
so I think over time, those nerves kind of go away a little bit. But for a performer, I think sometimes it's good to keep those because it keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, it's like excitement. Like
Right.
built up excitement. And
Now, when you
different
sing,
crowds.
you ever forget any lyrics?
I feel like I have in the past. As of recently, no, thank God. But I mean, that just comes with like a performer. So if like you
Yeah.
forget them, you kind of just have to like shrug it off and
Right.
continue. Like
Right.
sometimes people can't even tell that you
Okay.
forget certain lyrics. It just
Okay.
really depends on how you play it off.
You know, and that's one thing that I ask a lot of rappers, and a lot of rappers always say, dude, I forget a lot of lyrics. I'll turn around, look at the DJ, yo, DJ cut it up, or I'll look at the crowd and I hype them up. There's different ways to hide it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Now, where originally, once again, we're going to give a quick recap and then we'll pick up where we left off last time.
Yeah.
Where originally are you from?
So I'm originally from LA. I was raised here up until I was 10. And then when I was 10, we moved to Texas, Dallas specifically.
Okay.
And yeah, I did all of my elementary to high school years in Dallas. And then I moved in San Marcos. It's closer to like Austin.
Oh, okay.
And then I did my college years there. And so as soon as I graduated,
Okay.
I came back down here.
Okay. So you said Dallas. I had asked you, are you a Dallas Cowboy fan when Danny was there?
Yeah.
And he said, well, I'm a Rams fan. So, and I was like, well, I know you said it there that day you were a Rams fan. But
Now I have to tell the truth.
right, were you a Cowboys fan growing up or not really?
So, like, my family wasn't really into sports like that. So
Okay.
I didn't really grow, like, my dad was more into, like, soccer.
Okay.
So, like, that's what I kind of grew up on. I would say, yeah, like, when I was in Texas, I was, like, maybe a Dallas Cowboys fan just because, like, all my friends were.
Oh,
so I was
okay.
like, okay, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Right.
But, like, I'm not a big, like, sports person.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Now, so you said was all your friends or your neighborhood, were they predominantly Cowboys fans? Because out here it's Raiders and Rams.
Yeah.
So
Predominantly, yeah.
okay. Just to let you know, this is my team right here. So.
Go Cowboys.
Yes. Did you play any sports growing up?
I tried soccer.
Okay, what
but
happened?
that didn't work out. I got hurt and I was like, yeah, no, never again.
You know, I remember I went to go see my daughter practice years ago, like in high school for soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And all the girls, I guess, had experience because they've been playing since they were like 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first time. Every time I saw her kick the ball, she was always afraid when somebody kicked it, it was going to hit her in the face.
Yeah.
So she was, and I was like, you got to stop that.
Yeah.
But I did you have that where you guys were running?
Yeah, I was always scared of
Really?
the ball. Always.
Like for somebody just going to come up and hit you?
Yeah, that was like a big fear of mine. Like, I think maybe because, like, when I was younger, I got hit by, like, a soccer ball.
Yeah.
So maybe I had, like, PTSD. I don't know.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, no, it just didn't work out for me.
You know what was funny? I'll tell you a funny story. I know she don't watch, but I was in junior high school. Now it's middle school, okay? And there was a pretty girl. She was, like, the prettiest girl in school. And she was like the most stuck-up girl because she knew she was really...
Like, she was pretty, yeah.
Yes. And one time we were playing soccer, okay? And she was trying to play with us because that was our PE class. And some dude kicked it, and it hit her right in the damn face.
Oh, no.
Like, it was to the point where she fell back, and she didn't come to school almost a week.
Oh, my God.
Out of
embarrassment. I would have done the same thing, honestly.
Honestly, and it was a very humbling experience because after that, she started talking to us nobodies, you know.
Oh,
you know, when before.
Maybe she needed that.
Yeah, I think some people need a soccer ball in the face. So, what did you major in college?
Yeah, so I actually majored in mass communications and journalism. So originally I wanted to be a news reporter.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I studied, and I minored in Spanish. So
Okay.
if that didn't work out, I wanted to be like a Spanish teacher.
Okay, so are you fluent in Spanish?
I am, but I've been struggling a lot because I don't use it as much.
That's what happens.
Yeah, I start to like lose, certain familiar words.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
very, very true because growing up, that was my first language and we weren't allowed to
Same.
speak English at home. It was just pure Spanish. But it's growing up, kicking it with the homies, I started forgetting a lot of words.
Yeah.
Even though I'm fluent, but there's times that like, okay, ¿cómo se dice esa palabra? How do you say that word?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think I use a lot of like Spanglish now.
We do. ¿Vas a
Yeah.
parquear el carro?
Yeah, exactly.
We use it.
Exactly.
See, I tripped out when I found out that was Spanglish. That wasn't actually Spanish.
Yes.
And I was like, what? We've been
Proper
saying it?
Spanish, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because here in LA, there's a lot of names that are Spanish that we have no problem saying in English. For an example, Hermosa Beach. When I found out that it was Hermosa. And I was like, why do we say Hermosa? That don't even sound right.
Yeah.
Montebello, beautiful mountain.
Yeah.
Montebello.
Montebello,
Where the
yeah.
fuck we get that? Like,
I know.
And even when we say Los Angeles, Los Angeles,
Los Angeles, yeah.
that don't even sound right.
Yeah.
But we grew up,
Yeah, we grew up on it. So it's
Yeah.
like,
So why didn't the journalism thing work out? What happened?
so my senior year of college, I interned with Fox actually.
Oh, okay.
So I did an internship in San Antonio, and I did it for like a semester my senior year, and I really got to like experience that side of like journalism because I was like doing like the writing stuff, basically like the background stuff, and I
Yeah.
really saw like the pressure that people had like in front of the camera, and I really got to experience it, and I was like, you know what, like this is not something that I'm passionate about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I just didn't like it, to be honest. I
So
didn't.
is it fair to say that when you, before, I guess, something you really wanted, but when you got there, it was not something you wanted anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of get it. Wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
Did you? I don't want to say that college is a waste of time, but maybe did you feel like, wow, it was disappointing?
It was disappointing, but like I'm glad that I got to experience college, and I feel like college did teach me a lot. Like
Right.
aside from my major, like I did a lot of like public speaking. So even now I feel like that helped me because like performing is like a way of like public speaking,
Yes.
right? It's like you're in front of the crowd, and even
Yes.
doing interviews like this, I feel like it really helped me with, getting to work on that. But yeah, it kind of sucks that I'm not using my major now, but at least I have
Right.
that as some sort of backup plan.
Yeah. That's good. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about, let's talk music, for an example. Growing up, in a Mexican household?
Yeah, so my dad's from Mexican and my mom's Belizean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Belizean and Mexican, growing up in that home, as a little girl, what did your parents play as far as music that you can remember?
Yeah, they played a lot of like Spanish music.
Okay.
So like a lot of Juan Gabriel, Juan Sebastian, Jenny Rivera, like like all like the Spanish bands,
Okay.
Los Bukis.
Okay.
A lot of like old school Spanish. But then my mom, she would play a lot of like Bob Marley stuff.
Okay.
Which is like completely different.
Right.
But I got to see like both sides of like kind of the culture.
Yeah.
But then I like kind of like deep dived into R&B because that's like something that I'm very passionate about. So I kind of like did my own research as far as like music, and then I got into like different stuff, even like classical and like movie soundtracks. Like I feel like I have such a wide spectrum of music.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now as far as family, you come from a big family. You have a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters.
Yeah, it's 4 of us.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm the oldest, and I have 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Okay, and how do they like what you do? Do they like your music?
They do. They actually do, to be honest. Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they're being honest with me. But yeah, I'm always like sending them like the tracks that I'm working on currently, and they're like, okay, we like this.
That's
so yeah, my family's very supportive. I'm
good.
very grateful to have that.
Okay, so now after college, what was the next step? Like as far as like I didn't like journalism. What do I do now?
Yeah.
What happened there?
So I told my parents that I made a promise to myself as soon as I was done with college, I would move to California and try to find a job down here. So that's what I did.
Was that hard for them to accept?
No, because it's like something that I had been telling them ever since we moved to Texas.
Okay,
I was like, you know what? Like I kind of like manifested it in a way, because I was like I always told them that after I would graduate, I would move back to California.
Okay.
And I don't think that they believed me until I actually did it, or until I started like really getting into like the zone of like packing and doing all that. But yeah, no, they were very supportive. And so yeah, after college, I was like, all right, let me try to find a job in California with like my major. So like reporting and stuff. And then thankfully I had my godparents that took me in for a year until I got like on my feet, and I was able to raise enough money to like get my own apartment.
Right.
So, yeah, like as soon as I came down here, I got like a job at UEI College. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
No,
it's like a trade school.
Okay.
So I got a job there, front desk in the meantime. And I was like applying for journalism jobs, and I wasn't getting like any replies or anything like that. So it just kind of like discouraged me in a way. And I was like, you know what, like I'm going to just work at UEI and do music on the side.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I did. And through UEI, I met my friend Mike Valdez, who actually got me in contact with Danny.
Oh, okay.
And then everything like blossomed after that.
That's dope. That's dope. Okay, now around what age would you say you started singing?
Since I was like very, very young, probably like 6 or 7.
Okay, so now here you have journalism, and then you have singing. Was it something you were doing at the same time, or was but I know you put journalism first. Yeah. And at what point in your life did you decide to take the music thing seriously?
Yeah, after I graduated. After I came down here actually, and I couldn't find anything, I was like, you know what? Like I'm in LA.
Of course.
This is a place to be to pursue music. So I was like, why don't I just try it out and see, where it gets me? Right. So I released my first single, Sort Out. It's like an R&B track. And it did pretty well, to be honest. Like I was like very independent, and I started like booking shows and getting my name out. And so then like a year later, that's when I got in contact with Danny, and he signed.
So you get to LA, you got your job, you start working on music. Now you said you released one song at the time, you said. Who produced it, or where did you get the music from, or how did you make that connection and where did you record at, and fill us in.
Yeah, so the producer, I had a friend in Dallas. His name is Richie Volvo. He's actually a really dope artist too. He's a rapper. And he was the one that I talked to because I needed advice. And so I reached out to him, and he was like, you know what, I have this track that I can give you. So he basically gave me like the music. Right. And he helped me like with the writing process, because it was all new to me. Like I didn't know anything really
but
about
you
like
you
music.
wanted to
I
sing.
just knew I wanted it, and I was like, you know what, like might as well try it out.
Right.
And so he helped me with like the songwriting, and then I went to a studio in downtown because I like met people. It's basically through like networking. Right. So I networked, and then I found somebody that I could like go to their apartment to like record. Right. So I recorded, and then I had Richie Volvo's help to like release the track. Okay. And so
was there a visual to it, or was it just audio?
No, it was just audio.
And where was it released at?
Like what
YouTube,
platform?
Spotify?
Oh yeah, so it's on YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. I think those are like the 4 main ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And where did you record it at? Was it just at home, something you did at home, or you did it Because I know you said your friend gave you the beat.
Yeah.
But there had to have been like recording and mixing and.
Yeah. So I met somebody down here who was like he would like record music.
Okay.
And so I went to his like apartment. He had like a little setup. It wasn't even a studio. It was like more of a setup.
Okay.
And yeah, I just recorded it there, and he like mixed and mastered it. And
okay. Now you record it, you play it back, you listen to it. What did you think?
I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. I was like, okay, you did a good job. Like starting off as like your first single with like, you know, like not really putting like that much money into it. I feel like the result was like pretty good.
Okay. Now, was your name at that time Amoraa as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what inspired that name?
So I actually got Richie Volvo. He was the one that was, because my actual name is Jasmine.
Okay.
And so he was like, I think you need a more unique name, because Jasmine is like a pretty common name, I would say.
Okay.
And so he was like, you need something more unique. And he gave me like a couple like name suggestions. And then he said Amoraa. And it kind of just like, it just made sense.
Okay. Okay. I was going to give you a Prince example because he gave this one artist, a female artist, 2 names. And I'll tell you our break because I don't want to sit on that. Because he said you need a unique name, and he gave her 2 names. She goes, I'll take that name instead of this one. But no, you do need a unique, definitely unique name, something that somebody's going to remember you.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
So you released it. People heard it. What was the response that you were getting?
I got a lot of good feedback. Mostly from friends, but I think that like the feedback was definitely like on the better note. Like nobody had anything negative to say, like from what they were telling me. And then I know some people like outside of my friends heard it too. It like ended up on like a Spotify playlist. So I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. You know, somebody like put it in their playlist.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it did pretty well. It doesn't have that many listens, but I think it's pretty good for like the first single ever. Yeah.
It's the beginning of something new.
Yeah.
What came next after that for you?
So after that, that's when kind of like COVID hit. Yeah.
I know. Because we were going to enter our documentary in a film festival in Texas, and we were ready to go.
Yeah.
But COVID blocked everything.
Yeah.
So
it
screwed up a lot of things. So it just slowed you down. Pretty much.
Yeah, it like slowed me down. But through that, I kept in contact with Danny, because I was like, you know, like I really want to meet Danny. I want him to know like what I'm capable of, basically.
Yes.
And so I would like text him for every holiday, like, hey, like don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. And so like as soon as like COVID was kind of like calming down last year, he was like, hey, do you want to meet at the restaurant? And so I met him at the restaurant, and he was like, let's get you signed.
Dope. Okay,
Yeah.
now, for people that may not know how you met Danny, I know you mentioned somebody named Mike. Okay, how did you meet Mike, and how did that introduction with Danny go as far as, Danny's my friend, or what did he say that got you enthused? Like, okay.
Yeah, so actually, like, thank God for Mike, because he literally opened the door for me. When I was working at UEI College, he was an instructor there. And so because I was front desk, a lot of people would come and talk to me, and then Mike would come and talk to me, and then he found out that I could sing, and he's an actor himself.
Okay.
And so he was like, you know what, Mija, like, I'm going to plug you in. And so, I mean, I hear that all the time, you know, people are always like saying stuff like that. And I didn't really think much of it at the time. But then Mike actually went to one of Danny's music videos for Tara, which is Danny's other artist.
Yes.
And so when he was there, he showed Danny one of my singing videos, and he was like, oh, like, I really like love her voice. And so he was like, you know what, like, call her up right now. I want to talk to her. And so I got on the phone with Danny, and I was like freaking out, right? Because it's like Danny Trejo. I'm like, wow, like I grew up, you know, watching his films and stuff.
Yeah.
And so he was like, you know what, like, I really like your voice. And I sent him the Sword Out track. And so he was like, I'm going to help you out, basically. And so that kind of like took a while. It took a year because of COVID.
Yeah.
So then, so then a year later, I got in contact with him.
Now, you said that Mike had showed him a music video. So was this a legit video that you had already done?
No, yeah, it was like a cover video.
Okay.
So it was just me singing like a cover.
Okay.
Like, I forgot what cover I was singing, but Danny enjoyed it. So I was
Okay. So COVID kind of passes, things open up, you go meet him. How was that meeting like?
oh my God, it was like intimidating, but like exciting. And I was like just peak happiness because also Baby Bash was there. So I was like, oh my God, two legends, you know?
Right,
so I was like internally freaking out. I was trying to like, you know, be calm about it.
Right.
But I walked into his restaurant and Danny was sitting down and he had like a seat saved for me. And I was like, oh my God, like Danny knows who I am. And so, yeah, like we just started talking and, you know, he told me that he really liked my voice and I sang for him and he really liked it. So
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Then I talked to Baby Bash for a little bit and, you know, he's like getting to know me and, you know, where I stand with like music and.
Yeah. That's a good thing. You know what? And I'm glad that you shared that. Wow, that's Danny, that's Baby Bash. And I'll tell you why, because at such an early age, I got to meet a lot of legends. So now many times being older now, meeting people, I don't get that same feeling anymore. Like, oh my God, that's him.
Yeah.
Especially because we live here in LA, so everybody's here. I mean, I got to meet, and I'm grateful and very blessed and fortunate because I've known a lot of people in the industry that introduced me to not only football players, you know, athletes, actors, rappers, producers, or whatever. And I've been very fortunate to have met a lot of them. But sometimes I wish I can get some of those. Oh my God, that's him. You know, back. So I'm glad you shared that because I think a lot of people kind of like forget what it's like to meet somebody of that stature.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But Danny, when I met him at I seen him before, like at car shows.
Yeah.
But I never went up to him and shook his hand or introduced myself. So when I met you, that was the first time I actually met him. So I told him, I said, bro, I've been wanting to meet you for the longest time. And he was like, hey, how you doing? You know.
You sound exactly like him.
So I'm trying to get him here because I have a lot of good questions that I want to ask him.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to definitely let him know about that.
Yeah, hopefully we can make it happen. Then if you're watching this, I would love to have you here.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Yeah, maybe we could have some beer and tequila. I don't know. Does he drink?
He doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll drink then. But yes, you know what? So I would say that day, because it was Danny, I was somewhat geeked out. You know, I was like, wow, that's that dude. That's my Chete right there.
Yeah, he's such a legend, you know, and it's like to see him in person and him actually like interact with you. It's like a whole different level. Like, you know, it's like a different experience.
One thing I will say though, and I will say it to him too as well, this is one thing that everybody always told me about him. Man, have you ever met Danny? And I was like, no. He goes, I thought he was bigger. People always like when it's taller, you know?
Yeah, like taller,
Yeah, but I guess that's like we talked about earlier, movies trick you.
Yeah.
You know, but he's still a superstar in our eyes. So, you know, much love, respect to him.
Absolutely.
So now you get signed. What comes next?
So then I start attending the shows with the girls. So there's Twixie and Tara.
Okay.
So because I'm fairly new, I didn't get like, there was like an event that I attended a week maybe after I met him. And that's when I met the girls and I got like a feel of like how the shows were going. Because I had never been to like any of the shows before.
Right.
You know, I was like fairly like new moving back to LA. So it's like I kind of lost that culture. That LA culture.
Yeah.
And so, I got to experience for the first time. And then the second time around, I sang. And that was like a cool experience because we actually sang at like the Pomona children's centers where they were like keeping the kids, like the undocumented kids.
Yeah.
So that was like a really nice experience.
Yeah.
I started doing more shows and then I got in the studio and then that's when I recorded This May Be, which is the single that's on the Trejo's Soul Collection album.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to press pause right there. We're going to come back after our 10-minute break and we're going to talk about that song.
Woohoo.
Amongst other things. So once again, everybody, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody, let them know that Moda's in the motherfucking building.
Woohoo.
And we'll be back.
Let's go,
10
guys.
minutes. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch. Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 248. And we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it with Amoraa.
Woo!
I paused a little bit so you could think I forgot your name.
I was about to say, did he forget my name?
No. Okay, so now you meet Danny. You met him at his restaurant?
Yeah.
Now, I won't tell him, but how was the food over there?
Okay, it's really good.
Okay.
It's really, really good.
Tell me the truth when we go to break. No. I still haven't eaten there, but I want to go try it.
Oh my gosh, we have to take you.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm going to get drunk over there, Danny. Start a bar fight.
Yeah,
Anyways.
the food's really, really good. I'm not just saying that because he's my boss, but
Oh, all right.
it's true.
Okay. Now, if I don't like it, you're paying. Okay. All good. Okay, so now you meet him, you get signed. Then do you guys immediately go into the studio or?
Yeah, almost. Like
Okay.
maybe like 2 weeks after, he's like, hey, learn this song. So I learn it.
Oh, okay.
And then like 2 weeks after, I'm in the studio recording it.
Who produced the song? Do you remember at all?
His name is Swift.
Okay.
He engineered it, but Carlos, he was the one that wrote it.
Okay. All right.
Carlos Guillen.
Okay. Now, do you write your own stuff? The majority of the time, do you write some stuff? Do you collab?
So, before I got signed, I was like writing my own stuff. But now that I'm signed, Carlos has been kind of like taking over.
Okay.
But I am working on more original songs that I've been writing. So.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like a mix. It's a mix.
Okay. Do you ever plan on rapping?
I'm not very good at it, but you know what? I wouldn't be opposed to try rap. Maybe like a Jhené Aiko type of vibe. Like
All right.
she'll like sing rap, maybe something like that.
Yeah. All right. That'll work. So now, that song that you were just talking about that you recorded, is on this Trejo
Soul Collection, Volume 1. Yes.
Volume 1.
It's
now,
called This May Be.
Okay. Now, hold on 1 second. As far as this CD, this is the only CD that Danny's ever put out. So this is his first one.
I think there was a previous one.
Okay.
And then this is the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on this one, where can people receive or buy this or?
So yeah, we actually have a site now, a website that we just created. It's actually linked on my Instagram page. And so you're like able to buy a copy of it.
Okay.
And we just got other CDs where we signed it. So me, Twixie, Tara, and Danny signed it. So you're able to like win those. It's like a prize.
Okay, you're gonna sign mine?
Yeah, I got you.
Hell yeah. So here
Coda's on it too.
Okay. Hey.
2 signatures right there.
Okay, so here
Sorry,
we
I
have
volunteered you.
10 songs, and it's executive produced by Danny Trejo and Baby Bash.
Yeah.
So this one, This May Be by
This
Amoraa.
May Be, yes.
Track number 3. So make sure you guys follow her on Instagram. Make sure you guys support what she's doing. I always say this, if we don't support each other, who is? Okay? And you'll be able to order this. And let's talk a little bit about this song, This May Be.
Yeah.
What exactly is the song about? Fill us in.
It's like a love song. It's like so me being in love with somebody and like really, predicting that future with that somebody, that special somebody. So it's like a cute little love song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it's crazy about love songs. I think I've heard more love songs from men than from women.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I've heard more love songs from men than from women.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
What
if you
about
listen,
like Mariah and like Whitney,
but what?
Celine,
Okay, give me a love song that Whitney sang to a man.
to a man?
Yeah, like
There-
like a love song. Like
There's so many. All her like songs are
Just
are
give me
love
one.
song.
Give me-
That
I'm putting you on the
Titanic
spot.
song. The Titanic song.
the Titanic song. Isn't that about a boat?
No, it's like a love song. It was just used for the Titanic, but it's a love song.
That was a good movie, though.
It
That was a good movie. But you know what? Like, I guess because I think of like Brent Wood, I think of like Al Green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe because I
Like the
listen to more
classics.
dudes. You
Okay, that's fair. That's
know.
fair.
Like, who sang like weird, slow songs? But they're classics. I mean, rest in peace, George Michael's.
Okay.
Like Careless Whispers.
Yeah.
Dope song, but like, he got hurt,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it kind of makes you think like, because there's a lot of songs, because I was a huge Wham fan, a huge George Michael fan. So when I hear a lot of his love songs, a lot of it is like he got hurt,
Yeah.
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 So I don't know. I've never been hurt. So
Okay.
that's why I can't relate, but I like the song. So I like the song. So this
Thank you.
it's a love song between, well, not between, but I guess that you're in love.
Yeah, I'm in love.
Cool.
I'm in love with somebody.
What is the response when this came out about your song?
A lot of people really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of people that, I don't know that
Mm-hmm.
actually like gave me really good feedback. And I was like, oh, this makes me happy. Like ultimately is like people enjoying my music that I put out.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get like good feedback from people, it really touches me.
That's dope. That's dope. Now, I have to ask you this because it's probably a silly question, but I don't think you do, but you never know. Do you get a lot of hate?
From what I've seen or experienced, no.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just haven't really.
Okay. Because I know you were
Not yet.
born in LA. You went to Texas. You came back to LA.
Yeah.
You signed with Danny. Here in LA, there's a lot of hate.
Yeah, at least they haven't like told me anything like to my face or that I've seen on
Right.
social media. I mean, I'm sure there are haters,
Yes.
but not that I've like seen,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The biggest haters are private pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no profile pictures.
Well, there's been a lot of people that like have created like fake Instagram pages, but I don't know if that's
I don't know who has the time for that.
Yeah.
Like some
Yeah.
of these guys got more emails than Hillary Clinton. So like
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't get. To me, when I shine light on an artist like yourself, it's a blessing to see you win, to see you go up.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you. Yeah.
What I don't understand is that what enters into a person's heart to see you winning or see you striving to win,
Yeah.
and then say, she's fucking whack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that. So, but getting on social media, I was sharing with you, I was on social media for years, and I got back on like 2017, and I just saw how horrible some people can be.
Yeah,
You know?
I see it a lot for sure. Like with like bigger celebrities, like I see like on comments that people like have a lot of bad things to say. But my thing
Right.
is like if you have something bad to say, just don't say it.
Yeah,
I'm not really like.
Yeah, I don't think
The
they're hip
negativity.
to, if you don't have nothing to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're not like that.
Yeah. No, a lot of people aren't. Yeah, unfortunately.
So this shirt, you blessed me with this shirt, and this
Woohoo!
shirt, I get to sport Danny's smile.
And it's 3 angels.
Yes. Okay, so this is you,
Yes.
Twixie,
Twixie, Tara. Yes.
and this is Danny.
Yeah.
So thank you for this shirt. I'm actually going to
Of
sport it to
course.
one of my episodes.
Yay!
Yes,
Thank
most
you.
definitely.
Thank you
Now-
for the support.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if anybody wanted to buy this, would it same thing?
Same thing on the website, linked on my profile. So I
Okay.
think it's a Trejos
Link in bio.
Music. Yeah.
So
Yeah, link in
make sure you
bio.
guys support. Okay, now, so when did this come out?
When did it come out?
Was it
Maybe like a
before
few
the
months ago.
before the interview, or was it after the interview in to Live and Die?
Before the interview.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's still somewhat fairly new.
Yeah, it's still fairly new.
Okay, now what's next on the menu for you as far as music is concerned? Are you still working?
Yeah, so I'm like transitioning from doing like soldies to R&B stuff. I'm still gonna be doing soldie stuff, but Danny gave us like the green light to kind of go into like our genres. Like
Okay.
my passion is for R&B, so he's allowing me to also work on R&B music. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm releasing my first R&B track very, very soon.
Really?
I don't have an exact date yet, but yeah, it's called Vacation, and I'm very excited for it.
So are you like on vacation on this one, or what?
Yeah, it's another love song.
Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, that's cool though. Continue to make love songs.
Yeah.
Because like again, I said I hear more love songs from dudes
Yeah.
than from girls. So
In this case, the world needs it, right?
yes,
Girl love songs.
Yes, more love, no hate.
Yeah.
Somebody made a fake meme of Gandhi, and it says "Send nudes, no hate."
Oh my gosh. The internet is a wild place.
Yeah, the internet's undefeated.
Yeah.
So, but okay, so now you're gonna be releasing that. Can we expect visuals?
Yes.
Okay.
Not sure if we're doing a music video for this, but I think we're doing some sort of visual for it. So it could be like on YouTube. But yeah, I'm definitely working on more music, more R&B. So I'm just really excited.
Now, as far as production is concerned, do you get to choose producers? Do they have music for you already? Like, how was that working for you?
So Carlos, he's our in-house producer.
Okay.
Carlos Guillen. I'm not sure if he's watching this, but if he is, shout out to you. You're amazing. So he's our in-house producer, and he's the one that's kind of like helping us write. And he's like producing, engineering all of our songs, but we are allowed to like collaborate with other producers.
Okay.
It would just have to like, be like a legal type thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. That'll work. So are you open for, like, let's just say somebody's watching, heard your track, likes you and says, you know what, I got something that's right up her alley and everything?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always down to
And they
collaborate.
can reach you through the DM or?
Yeah, through DM. I also have an email linked on my profile, and it's amoraaslove@gmail.com. And you can like send me some beats, ask me questions on there.
Okay. Amoraa's Love, like another love thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. Now you spoke on R&B. Who are some of your favorite R&B artists? Even if it's
Oh my God.
old school and
I have
new school.
so many, but
your
like
time.
to name like maybe 5 off the top of my
Yeah.
head. I like older like R&B, like Etta James.
Okay.
Very like soul R&B types thing. Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
I love like the newer people, which is like SZA, Frank Ocean. Who else? There's like so many. I mean, of course, like the older, like Chris Brown stuff too.
Okay.
Like there's just so many R&B artists that I look up to today. Like yeah.
Is R&B still alive and well today?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people that are just stuck on rap.
Like, yeah, like, or like 90s, 2000s
Yeah.
R&B.
Yeah.
I think like
that's
the
me.
shift, yeah, the shift has like been drastic. I feel like there's a lot of subgenres within the R&B, but I'm just a very like huge R&B fanatic, so I'll listen to like literally everything.
Okay. Now, as far as like your goal is being signed with Danny, what does he have in store for you? Because I know you said you're getting ready to release a new single.
Yeah.
Can fans expect more of Amoraa in 2022 as far as a possible EP, a possible solo album?
Yeah. So that's like one of my goals this year is to either release an EP or an album. So that's what I'm working on. And also we're in the talks of touring right now.
Okay.
Cota is going to come with us. But yeah, we're in the talks of, maybe touring, doing like a tour in Texas.
Oh, okay.
And some like cities within Texas. So we're really, really excited.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Now, talk to us a little bit about, because you had announced it when we had met first, about you guys were going to, correct me if I'm wrong, just prison to perform?
Oh, yeah, we already went.
Okay, fill us in.
Oh my gosh, that was like a crazy experience. Like, I mean, I'd never like been into a prison before.
Yeah.
But like being
Me
able
neither.
to go in there and, sing for the inmates and even like just talk to them, like that was like something that's like, I don't know, like a bucket list, like it's like, it was just a crazy experience, just really like hearing them out and seeing them enjoy something from like the outside world.
Right.
That was like really, really like touching for sure.
So you guys performed there. Was this an inside or outdoor event?
It was an outdoor event. We did get to go into like the gym and talk to some of the inmates.
Okay.
And a lot of people were like painting on like the gym. It was like super cool. They were very, very talented. And so when we did the performances, we did it in the field. And there was like a lot of inmates just like watching us. It was so cool.
Now you were saying that you had a chance to talk to a couple of them.
Yeah.
Like, would they just ask you music questions? Did they share pretty much why they were there, or?
Yeah, it was more of like kind of like them, like their situations and why they were there, and how they felt and how much more time they had left, and it's just so interesting. And like like I said, I never got to experience anything like that before. I'm sure a lot of people haven't,
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, that was just so touching to me. It's like something that I'll never forget for sure.
Wow. I just recently interviewed, God, now my mind went blank, Gilbert Iscabel, I want to say his name, Iscabel. He's a comedian, okay? I just interviewed him a couple of weeks ago, and I
think I've heard of him, yeah.
Yes. Do you remember how many prisons he said he did? He's a comedian, and I think he said like over 60.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was just like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he was just like, I'm kind of done, bro. I've spoken in Mississippi. He named them all pretty much. Yeah, it's great interview, great comedian, and he just said a couple of times, like I'm sure the way it is for either for a rapper, for a singer, or for a comedian, sometimes you get those crowds where they're just.
No, they were like really vibing out. Like the response was like something that I didn't expect.
Okay.
But it was interesting
That's
experience.
good. Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'll work. And how many songs did you perform? Just one? Or-
We did 3 each.
Oh,
so
okay.
me and the girls, we did 3 songs each. So that
Okay.
it was a really hot day also.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, my mouth has never been so dry in my life. I feel like I couldn't even like open my mouth because my lips were just like so stuck together.
Yeah, cotton mouth.
Yeah, no, seriously, it was like so bad, but it was just fun. Like I think like bringing joy into like people's hearts in
That's a
any
beautiful
way,
thing.
like that's a beautiful thing, and it keeps you going.
Absolutely. Because really what you're doing is, you're blessing someone. I mean, I don't even want to get into why they were there. That's irrelevant, but you were blessing someone who's pretty much gave up their freedom for whatever they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure many of them regret what they did, but to be able to see someone come in from the outside world and bless them, for a moment is really, really, worth it. For an example, it makes me think of, you ever seen this movie? If you haven't seen it, you should, because they show it all the time on TV. Shawshank Redemption.
I don't think so.
Okay, you better see that.
Okay, I'll add it to my list.
Yes, Shawshank Redemption with Morgan Freeman, okay?
Okay.
And one of the guys, he gets kind of becomes a trustee in prison. And for one moment, he actually, over the intercom, he plays a record. And it's like, I think more like a classical song. So everybody in prison stops and it just stares at the speaker.
Wow.
Because they haven't heard something that beautiful possibly in years.
Yeah.
So that guy got in trouble for it in the movie.
Yeah.
But I kind of liken that people see people coming in and they're blessed for that day. It might mean a lot.
Yeah.
Possibly when they get out and they see you, hey, shit, you visited me in jail.
Yeah. And that's what actually some of the inmates were saying, like, oh, I get out, so-and-so, I'm going to come to your next event.
That's
and
dope.
it just like makes you happy, because it's like you impacted them in
Yes.
some way.
Yes. So how long were you guys there total?
In the prison?
Yeah, like a couple of hours?
Yeah, we were there a couple of hours, maybe like 3-4 hours.
Okay, because I believe one of my homeboys, he's from Pacoima. Was Sleepy Malo a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay, he was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he calls himself the Prince of Pacoima.
Yeah.
So I just call him Prince.
Yeah. Yeah, he was there. He performed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know there was somebody else other than him as well, a rapper maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw the flyer. I saw him post the flyer, and then he had to win. That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so now after that, you said you guys are putting together a tour. You're going to be working on new music. Other than that, as far as performing is concerned, I know you say you still get a little bit nervous or whatever, but anywhere locally soon where people can see you, possibly here in LA or maybe in the outskirts of LA?
Yeah, so there is a big festival back in the day, Old School Fest, and that's on May 28th. I'm trying to see where it's at because I know it's like by here somewhere.
Okay. Would you happen to know who's all performing?
So Bash is going to perform,
Okay.
MC Magic. I'm trying to find the flyer because it's like a lot of us. But all 3 of us girls are performing as well.
Uh-huh. Who's the headliner there? Magic?
MC Magic, Amanda Perez, Frankie J,
Okay.
Kid Frost,
Okay.
Bella the Rapper, me, Twixie, Tara. And those are just to name a few. It's going to be in Adelanto, California.
You know
Is
what?
that by here or no?
No, I don't know.
I'm still kind of like learning, like,
No, I've lived here all my life, but I've never heard of Adelanto.
Yeah, in the Adelanto Stadium.
Oh, maybe that's just the name of the stadium, but it doesn't give you the city.
Stadium Way Adelanto.
You know where that's at?
It says.
Yeah, that's all the way up there by Victorville.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
South of Barstow.
I probably.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I have friends that live out there, and every time I go there, it smells like cow pee. So, I'm like, I'm good over here.
See, I'm kind of used to that though, because I'm from Texas.
For reals?
Yeah.
So you like?
No. I don't do
Okay,
all
okay.
that. No. Let's not get it twisted.
Well, I don't-
I don't enjoy the smell, but I'm kind of somewhat used to it.
Yeah, I remember one time because my brother, he lived out there, and I was like, what the hell is that smell?
Yeah.
And I said, is that cow shit? And he goes, it's cow pee. Oh, okay, there's a difference. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, actually, we have a benefit show that's going to be in Montclair on May 19th.
May 19th,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
So
work.
that'll be fun too.
Do you ever get booked or are you, I don't want to use the word allowed because I know you're under Danny's label, but do you girls ever get booked? Like, say somebody wants to book you and say, hey man, I want to fly you out to Oakland and for you to perform.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. We're allowed to like do like other stuff, like just us girls too, or like just individually. Like we're allowed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Now, if I were to ask you to give me 3 artists, whether they're women or men, that you would love to collaborate with, like let's just say, like if there was a wish list, like if you can make this happen, Tony, do it. Who would that be?
Oh my gosh, there's so many, but I would have to say Lauryn Hill for my first one because
Okay.
I'm a huge Lauryn Hill fan.
Me too.
Like I really love Lauryn Hill, and I think she's so poetic. And I don't think there's a lot of people that are very like poetic with their lyrics nowadays.
Right.
So I really admire her for that, and her voice is like amazing. So I would have to say Lauryn Hill. Probably Beyonce because she's Beyonce. Like who wouldn't want to collaborate with Beyonce? And the third one. Probably Bash, because, like, he's Bash.
Okay.
I grew up on Bash, too, so, like, meeting him was, like, crazy.
You know, it's funny. You're the first person that's ever mentioned Beyonce here.
Really?
Everybody mentions everybody else.
Really?
Yes. I think one time I even said, one's got to go. And I mentioned Whitney Houston, Tina Marie, and I think it might have been Lauryn Hill and Beyonce. And everybody said Beyonce.
Really?
Yeah. I think she's dope, but nobody mentions her.
That's interesting.
Now, if I were to ask you about Beyonce, just one question.
Yeah.
What is the song that she'll always be remembered for? Does she have that one song?
I feel like she has a lot, but I think one of her, like, top hits probably Halo.
Okay.
Halo, Halo.
Somebody told me Crazy in Love, and I'll be honest too. Okay, I'll be honest. This is just me.
That's also
Beyonce,
one,
I know
yeah.
you're not watching, but just in case you
never
are.
know. What if she, like, watches it one day?
I thought that song was booty. I was like, that song is whack.
No way.
Crazy in Love?
Okay,
Like-
now you're being a hater.
Well, sometimes it's just honesty. So, you know, sometimes it's just, I was like, that's, okay, and I'll tell you why. You know who lived, may she rest in peace, in Pasadena? Tina Marie.
Really?
Yes, and I had an opportunity to work with Tina Marie for a whole year.
Yeah.
Actually, Tina Marie borrowed my Fender Rhodes, A.DA Key Fender Rhodes piano when I had it here. I took it to her crib out there, and I did a song with her that never came out. As a matter of fact, I showed Joey Quiones the 2-inch reel that I still have in the other room, you know, when I recorded her. You know, he brought it out, he took a picture of it and everything. And as a matter of fact, I think I may even still have it. But this is somebody that I just think is amazing, and all the instruments.
Yeah.
And I know she might have been born in a different era,
Yeah.
but I take a Tina Marie and a Beyonce, and I was like, okay, Beyonce got the legs, the booty, and the looks, but here's the talent.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of see music today. Sometimes I think, here's where I'm disappointed in this generation, that I think they can care less about talent as long as she looks bomb.
Yeah, I feel like that's true in some aspects in some artists, but I do give it to Beyonce. She's an amazing performer and entertainer.
Yeah,
And that's what people enjoy.
Well, you know what? She's a billionaire,
Yeah.
so yeah, I can't hate on that.
Yeah.
Quick story. I was in New York, and I'm not trying to be a grosero, but I respectfully going to share this story. And I was doing an interview out there in New York, and this one guy walks in and tells my boy, I don't know who this guy is. He goes, oh, man, we just signed this broad, man. She is fine, bro. And he keeps saying how fine she was, And finally, my boy says, man, okay, you said that she's fine like 10 times. Can she sing? He goes, motherfucker, we got auto-tone. That's what he said. He goes,
Yeah.
but she got back, she got boobs. You know, we're going to get her face fixed up a little bit, but she bad.
Yeah.
And I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, wow,
Yeah.
it is about more looks than it is about talent
Yeah.
today. And it kind of sucks because, you know, I've known stories of, like, for an example, you ever heard of Milli Vanilli? Probably before your time.
That sounds familiar, though.
Okay. Milli Vanilli, there was 2 guys that could sing and they can write, but they weren't good looking. So they picked out 2 black individuals that had a look, lip sync our songs. And they blew the fuck up.
No way.
Yes. And then those same bastards that wrote those songs felt guilty all of a sudden and exposed them.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yeah, it wasn't them. And one of them actually, I believe he ended up committing suicide.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and this is before social media.
Yeah.
But you could just imagine the hate that they were receiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
And one of them, and I heard them sing because they were like, okay, we didn't sing, like they were pretty much known as perpetrators. Okay, but the sad part is how many people today lip sync. Mariah Carey got caught several times lip syncing.
Really?
Yes. Now she has a great voice. I'm not taking that away from her.
Yeah.
But if you're performing, sing.
Yeah.
You know,
sing live. Yeah.
She walked away one time and the lyrics were still going.
No way. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yes. And as a matter of fact, you could even Google it. One of the last times she did it was New Year's night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, like recently?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
They probably played her damn CD and she just walked away or whatever. But Milli Vanilli, what happened was they were dancing on stage one time and then the CD skipped. And it kept repeating.
Oh, no.
So that was almost like the end of like their career.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to research that.
Yeah, so whatever you do, don't lip sync.
No, I won't.
Well, expose Amoraa. I'm on the plane. But now, as far as singing, one thing that I've learned about Tina, she always drank when I recorded warm tea before.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they suggest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I know a bunch of rappers that smoke weed and drink beer and they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I know it's different for singers.
Yeah.
Do you go through a routine before you record?
I usually like to drink like a hot tea before
Okay.
I go into like the booth, or like just drink a lot of water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll work. Now, we've come close to the conclusion of our interview, but I wanted to ask you, is there anything that I didn't ask you, anything you want to promote, anything you want to push, and anything that you want to bring up, a certain topic?
I guess firstly, thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun. I really love doing interviews and just, talking about like music, to be honest. So thank you for having me. And second, just advertising like the CD.
Okay.
Yeah, I really want people to listen to it and buy the CDs if you haven't already.
Trejo's Soul Collection.
Trejo's
Volume
Soul
1.
Collection. We're working on a second album now.
Awesome.
So more music to come for sure. Check out Coda. He's on it too.
Okay, and please follow her, support her, especially when it comes to her page.
Yes.
Amoraa on
Please.
Instagram. It's up on the screen.
Yes,
And
follow me on Instagram, please.
You'll be posting the flyers whenever you're performing.
Yeah, for
any
sure.
Producers possibly want to collab.
Yeah.
Hit her up,
Let me
email
know.
her.
Let me know.
Take it from there. So,
Yeah.
But so other than that, I want to thank you. You want anytime? Any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, to my family. I'm not sure if they're watching, but my family, my friends, everybody on the live right now. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Roadium Radio.
Radio.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to hearing Coda's interview. So
Hell yeah.
let's go.
Hell yeah. Other than that, once again, I would just want to encourage you guys to follow her, support her. She has an amazing voice. I got to hear her in person. Actually, the first time I actually saw you, and I believe you did one song and I'd like to give a shout out to Antonio Pelayo, El Velorio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were there. Danny was there. I think he was hosting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw you there, but I met you at, God, I keep wanting to say the guy's name, but I forget. To Live and Die in LA.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to remember my boy's name because he's going to get mad at me if I don't say his name.
Oh, no.
Anyways, so much love, much respect to you. So we're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. So once again, whenever you come up with something new, please let me know. We'd love to bring you back, help you promote it, et cetera, et cetera. So
of course.
once again,
Yeah,
thank you for the
absolutely.
shirt.
Woohoo.
Once again, you want the CD, you want the shirt, go hit her up, go follow her, links in her bio. Much love. And once again, call somebody, text somebody, and let them know that Coda is in the motherfucking building. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 248. And I want to thank once again Amoraa, once again, for giving me the honor and the pleasure to allow me to sit across from her and interview her. I love sitting next to up-and-coming artists. And even if you're not an up-and-coming artist, I love sitting next to you anyway and learning from you, because that's what it's about. You know, that, and we give people an opportunity here to let their voice be heard, the story be heard. You know, a lot of times in the very beginning, people used to tell me, you're interviewing a bunch of nobodies. Well, I'll tell you what, Snoop was a nobody at one time. Dre was a nobody at one time. Help me make these so-called nobodies a somebody. And you can by, once again, supporting them, following them, you know, buying their music, etc. So I want to once again, thank everybody out there on the live chat, everybody who liked, subscribed, commented, whatever. And if you're hating, you're still watching, it doesn't matter. We're having a great time. So with that being said, I want to introduce my very special guest of the night, once again, the one and only Coda.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you, bro. I almost called you Coda the Barber.
Hey, that's all good. I either one, man. AKA Coda the Barber.
Okay. Now, I know it's pretty much self-explanatory, but I have to ask you, why the barber?
All right, so I've been actually cutting hair for 17 years.
17 years.
And I'm actually a third-generation barber. So my grandfather was a barber. My dad was a barber. My dad, I believe, introduced it to my mom, and and it came down to me. And also, too, my little brother's a barber. My older sister's a barber. Shout outs to Sonia Blade one time. Happy birthday, sis. You know
Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's a barber, too. My younger sister, Melina, she's a barber as well. Shout outs to all you guys, you know what I mean?
There must be all kinds of hair everywhere.
Oh, there's hair everywhere. It's a hairy business, man.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. You ever deal with, and let's be honest, you ever deal with people's nasty hair?
Yeah, man, there is people with some nasty-ass hair, bro, but for the most part, I've been pretty lucky, man. I've been pretty lucky. I have ran into some shit, but I'm not gonna put anybody on blast, bro.
Have you ever found anything in anybody's hair?
I found one time, bro. Okay, this is kind of nasty, man. One time, bro, I'm cutting the dude's hair, and I think he knew. He had to have known, bro. But there was a big ass boil on the back of his head.
Oh,
bro.
shit! I thought you were gonna say booger.
Oh no,
Okay.
It was a big old boil on the back of his head, bro.
So what do you do?
Bro, so I get there and I'm like, bro, you got something back there? He goes, no. And I just looked at him like, come on, bro. But yeah, it was pretty nasty, man. That's probably the nastiest thing I ran into.
What about lice?
No, never ran into lice, thank God. I don't know if I could handle that, bro. I make a scene or some shit. I couldn't do that.
Okay, that's cool, man. Okay, I know it's a hairy business, so
It's hairy, bro.
Coda, you know what? For people that may not know, okay, let me ask you this. Fill us in a nutshell, and we'll go from there. Who is Coda?
Man, I'm just a dude from the 805, man, straight up. I was born and raised in Camarillo.
Okay.
And I was born in Camarillo, raised in Moore Park. Sorry about that. And yeah, man, like I said, I come from a family of barbers and musicians. So my dad, he was a drummer, and my grandma, she was a singer, and her husband, my grandfather, showed me how to play guitar. And yeah, he's no longer with us. My dad's no longer with us.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. And man, but they left behind so much knowledge and so much talent that, I'm just super blessed, to have been a part of that, been raised that way in that environment.
Yeah.
It was rough, you know what I'm saying, because my dad's my dad, they in and out of jail, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I was exposed to a lot of craziness as a young kid, but also learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just very blessed.
Okay, because people know you as a musician, okay?
Yeah.
Some people know you as a barber, some people may know you as both.
Exactly. Some people know me as both.
Okay, you know who has been here a couple of times, she'll be back, but she actually recommended you to me, Sophia Maria.
Yes, shout out to Sophia Maria, man. I met her in Utah when I was out there. We did a gig out there. She's such a great person, such a great singer, very talented. So shout out to Sophia. I'm so glad that she recommended you, because I've been seeing a lot of your interviews lately, and I'm just like, man, that'd be really dope to get on there. So when she had recommended me, to you, I was just really happy that she connected the dots, man. That was
Absolutely,
really dope.
man. She has a great sense of humor. If you ever want to hear her, like,
she's hilarious,
dude. I have another show called Dining with the Wizard, and we ate here, and we just chopped it up. We drank. She got buzzed. I got buzzed, and we just started talking a gang of shit.
That's right.
But it was really, really dope. So you said you grew up in Camarillo?
Yeah. So I was born in Camarillo, raised in Moore Park, and then about 3rd, 4th grade. My dad got busted, he went on vacation, and I went over. My mom had no choice. She had to move up to where it was cheaper, so we moved up to Palmdale, and I was raised up there for the rest of the time. I played football at Palmdale High School. You know what I mean?
What position did you play?
Middle linebacker, I played middle linebacker, and then went to D-end after I hurt my leg,
Oh, okay. Were you any good?
Yeah, I was pretty good.
I believe it.
Pretty good, man. Yeah, I hit hard.
You know what, man? One thing about sports, I love sports, man.
Yeah.
Football fan, of course, you got to be. Well, who's your team?
I'm a Raider fan.
Interview's over.
You know what it is, man. Shout out to the Raiders, man.
Shout out to the Raiders. Shout out to the Raiders. You know what? Somebody told me that the new stadium, if you look like down, like from a drone, that it's like a toilet bowl. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true.
Man, I heard it looked like the Death Star, man.
Shit.
I see you're a Star Wars fan. So.
Yes, I'm a big time Star Wars fan, and may the fourth.
May the fourth be with you too, sir.
And may the force be with you guys also.
May the force be with y'all.
Yeah. So you play football. You're okay. The Raiders. I know some of these are probably self-explanatory, but I have to ask you. Yeah. You a basketball fan and what team?
I'm a Laker fan. I've been a Laker fan my whole life, man. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's pretty deep over here when it comes to the Lakers, man.
Okay.
Especially with Kobe and everything, man.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Rest in peace, Kobe, man.
Oh, man. You know what? I don't wish that on nobody, but I have to say this. It happened to the wrong person, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happened to the wrong, because let me tell you something, bro. We all pretty much can say we grew up watching him, even though we may be older than him, but he was in our homes for how many years? You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And when that happened, not only did it screw me up, but it screwed up the whole world, bro.
The whole world, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And yeah, man, shout out to his family, man, his wife and kids, man. It's like, I don't know what I would do without my wife, man. And you know what I mean? I'm sure vice versa too. It's like, even the thought of it, I'm like, man, that'd drive me nuts. Yeah. So, very strong woman, and respect to her. And
absolutely.
And sorry for her loss, man.
We're going to come right back to that. But I want to ask you, as far as baseball.
Yeah.
Who's your team?
I'm an LA Dodgers fan, man.
LA Dodgers.
Come on now.
Go Dodgers.
Yes, sir.
I have to ask, because some people would be like, Clippers? Get out of here.
Yeah, man.
Or they'll say, I had a couple of guys here at Boston Celtics, and I was like, you're from LA? Yeah,
and the Celtics fan. I hear that a lot sometimes too, man. That trips me out a little bit. I ain't going to lie. But
okay.
Teach his own.
You a soccer fan or no?
Not really, man, but I played a little bit when I was younger, but never really fanned out on a soccer team or anything like that. So I would have to say no.
Okay, before we talk a little bit more music, I have to ask you, have you been paying close attention to the NBA playoffs?
A little bit here and there, man. Actually, it's been really crazy because my schedule's been nuts, so I haven't really been paying attention. But I do get to see on Instagram some of the highlights, and I'm just like, God dang, it looks pretty crazy.
Dude, I'll tell you what, you have to watch the Golden State Memphis
the series.
Oh my God!
I heard it's crazy right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've been seeing a lot of clips, man, where it's going back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yes. So I'm pulling for Golden State.
Golden State, yeah.
I'm pulling for them. So
yeah, they're closer to home. So I would probably go that way too.
And Curry. Oh my God,
he don't miss, bro. He's a trip, man. Yeah. Shout out to Curry, man. Jeez, dude. Yeah. And I play basketball. I love playing basketball. If you really know me, I know, looks may be deceiving, man, but you might want to guard me right there by the 3-point line. Yeah, because
he can slam dunk on you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh, good, man. Okay, let's change the channel because people are gonna think we're watching PTI or something. So. Okay, now, as far as music is concerned, man, what type of music were you raised with, man, as far as growing up at home?
I literally was raised with oldies, man, straight oldies, funk, old good music, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, was I on to something when I told Amoraa that I heard more love songs from men than from girls?
You are onto something there, but it's crazy because, I think it is crazy because the guys have to sing about those them love songs to get the girls, or
we have to
share their experience to, you know, maybe learn from,
Yeah.
you know, the last relationship. You know, they don't want to. Nobody want to be hurt, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Who hurt you? Why are you so sad?
You know, one thing I will say, when you listen to like a lot of Spanish songs, okay, especially like whether they're corridos, whether they're norteñas or whatever. One thing that I've learned growing up to that a lot of those songs to me are depressing. Great songs, great artists, great music.
Yeah.
But it's all about, she left me, I'm going to find me another one, I'm going to get drunk, I'm going to get her back. And I'm like, why don't you talk about the girl you do have right now? You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? It's always that, you know, she cheated on me and I'm going to find me a better one than you. You know?
It's true, bro. I've noticed that too. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, I do write my own music. I write a lot of my own stuff. And when I do write love songs, I do try to think about the good times, because if you think about it, man, a good love song makes you feel good.
Yes.
It makes you go, damn, why am I single right now? You know what I mean? On some like, I want to be romantic. I want to be, you know what I mean? You know, a romantic relationship, you know? Like
you know what's it's kind of a love song, I think. Brentwood, lovey-dovey kind of loving.
Yeah.
As soon as that shit kicks in,
can't help it.
Oh man,
can't help it, man.
Then you grab your honey, and then you start singing to her, and she
you
melts
know.
in your arms.
Yeah, next thing you know.
Happily ever after. Psych.
I have something to tell you, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you grew up on pretty much old school
Pretty
oldies.
much oldies, man. Yeah, and then and as I got older, you know, I started listening to you know, more modern stuff like R&B, 90s R&B, 90s R&B. And that's where I got like a lot of my chops, a lot of my runs, a lot of my harmonies. I listen to a lot of like TLC and Boys to Men and, you know, Mariah Carey, man. It's crazy because I have an older sister, and shout out to Sonia again, man, one more time. You know, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
She really put me on like a lot of good music, man. My sister put me on a lot of good music. Mariah Carey, and that really helped my voice, man, because I'm a Mariah Carey fan. I like Mariah Carey, bro. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I got put onto Mariah Carey. I'm still a fan of Vision of Love.
Oh, hello.
You know, when I first heard that, I thought that song was amazing. You know, and then she started doing stuff with Puff Daddy, and she kind of lost me.
It kind of got lost, you know. And but that's what you're right. The Vision of Love was very pure. Like she could stand in the middle of the stage and just sing that song, and everybody's just like, oh man.
Kind of like that Titanic song.
Yes, kind of like that Titanic song Amoraa was talking about earlier, which is Celine Dion, I believe, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But you know who was another amazing singer, bro? Once again, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was Bobby Brown. I don't know. Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney Houston.
You know, because there's some pictures out there of them together. They look like they've been on a fucking sick one.
Sick ass one. Bro.
You know, like I was like, shit, like shit. Like, you haven't slept in 6 days now. Exactly. Damn. Yeah, bro. But I don't know what the hell happened. And then it's sad because then the daughter passes away.
Yeah, that's
once again, rest in peace. Yeah. But wow, you know.
Yeah, it's sad stuff, man. When it comes down to the kids, when you know, you don't realize that you were so focused on the couple and what's going on with them that you don't realize, man, it affects so many more people, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I've been down the road where, you know, partying too much and acting a fool and getting crazy. Thank God those days are behind me, man. I thank God for that. But you know what I'm saying? It could have gotten so much worse to where I could, you know, might not even be here right now. So,
yeah,
you know, my heart goes out to people struggling and that are hooked on drugs and hooked on alcohol, whatever it is. So just know that, don't give up, man. Stay strong and pray.
Absolutely. Pray. Absolutely. As far as, let me ask you this. As far as music documentaries, what are some of the ones that you have seen that really intrigued you, man?
Man.
Let me kick it off with one, and then it kind of gives you a picture. Have you seen on Netflix the Quincy Jones one?
I have, bro. I have.
That's probably my favorite one right now.
That was really good, bro. That's probably one of the best ones I've ever seen as well.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
A lot of people didn't know that he worked with Frank Sinatra.
Everybody, bro. Like damn near everybody, bro.
Yeah. And I knew I remember when it started, I said in my mind, shit got real when Dr. Dre,
Yeah, hit him up.
he was right in the very beginning.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, okay, I better pay attention.
He worked with everybody from, Frank Sinatra. My personal favorite stuff that he did was with Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite artists, Michael Jackson. And it's like, man.
Hey, bro, did you hear when there was a interview that he did? He later on came back and apologized and said he was drunk.
Really?
Okay, you can Google it and it'll still pop up. He dissed Michael Jackson. He dissed the Beatles. Like, he was throwing a lot of people under the bus.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he was just saying, Michael Jackson, he stole that Billie Jean bass line from Donna Summer. He goes, listen to that song, slow it down. And he took that bass line from him. He goes, he's nothing but a thief.
Dang.
And I was like, that's your boy.
Yeah, that's your boy. What's really going on here?
Yeah, bro.
It's hard to rewind that, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. And then he came back and made a public announcement that, like, he was a little tipsy. He shouldn't have said that. He talked about the Beatles, Ringo. He couldn't play. He said he can't play drums worth shit.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, well, but you know what? Let me say this. If anybody can say that, he can say that.
I was just going to say, if anybody can get away with that shit, bro, it'd be Quincy Jones.
Yeah, so you guys can Google that. He said it. These are not my words. Yeah, that's what he said. But again, he later on came back and apologized. Yeah. But that was a good one. You know which one I started watching last night? Because everybody's pretty much said, you got to watch it, you got to watch it, you got to watch it. And I'll be honest, it started to bore me.
Which one?
The Kanye West one.
Oh, yeah. I got really into that, bro. I got really, really into that.
Okay, did you watch it all?
I didn't finish it because, like I said, my I ended up watching other things, too, because it's like, my girl's like, all right, enough with Kanye.
Yeah.
Shit, can we watch something I want to watch? I'm like, all right, bet. But, yeah, I was really into it, and it got really rough around when he loses his mom.
Okay, I didn't get that far.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched the first one, and it was just old footage of him. And I'm like, okay, dude, I'm watching your freaking old footage from your camcorder, like for a whole hour. And I'm like, get into the story, Yeah, exactly. I know it's building, and maybe I got to give it a chance. Yeah. But when somebody hypes it up that it's going to be like Return of the Jedi,
yeah,
you're expecting Return of the Jedi,
exactly.
homie. And it was just like, okay, this guy, I don't take nothing away from his career. Awesome producer, an accomplished producer, accomplished rapper. I just thought that the documentary, at least the first part, wasn't what I expected.
Right.
But I'll throw this out there. I just watched John Wayne Gacy documentary on Netflix too. That killer that dressed up like a clown.
I'm looking back at my girl because I was stuck on that, bro. And
I know.
When they pull out all them bodies, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. Total 29 bodies.
29 bodies, bro.
From under his house.
God, it's crazy to know how evil some people can be, man. It's really scary.
And when they interviewed him, he was like bragging, like, oh, he drew it out. Remember? Oh, it's right here. It's right there. It's right there.
And the way he was saying it with no conviction, no guilt,
nothing. No remorse. Just empty.
Evil, bro.
One thing I'm glad that they did, though, they tore down his damn house.
Yeah, they tore it down, man. They to the ground, bro.
It was funny because when I was watching it, I was gonna Google like who's in his house right now.
I know, right? I was wondering. I was like, man, that thing gotta be haunted. Even the land, bro. Like, they should just put concrete over the whole shit, man.
He was on a sick one,
man. I don't know what was up with that fool.
Yeah, dude, 29 bodies under his house. Damn. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Well,
That's scary. And then the clown shit was just like, what the fuck, man? This is too much, bro. Like, all the flags were there, bro. Come on, dog.
Everything was there. So if you guys want to watch a sick one, John Wayne Gacy. That was
a sick ass one right now for go watch.
Yeah, exactly. I dare somebody to dress up like him for Halloween.
Oh man. Ooh, man.
He'll probably get his ass beat. That's probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's some scary shit.
Okay, let's bring it back to music. All right. Now, we had talked about Quincy Jones. Yeah. That was a great documentary. I still got to finish watching Kanye West. But anything else that you could recommend as far as music is concerned, bro?
Man, honestly, bro, I was looking at a throwback. It was actually a concert video of Santana, bro, playing in New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
And it's called Sacred Fire, man. This is old school. Like, if you really are a Santana fan, like the way I am, man, I got this man blasted on me, bro. So,
oh, shit.
Shout out to Carlos Santana. I haven't met him yet, but if I could work with anybody, bro, it would be Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana.
Oh, man, hands down. Straight up. But, yeah, I'm just tripping out because that that whole concert, it was all live. It was in New Mexico, and just the vibe, bro, was amazing. So I just recommend that if you guys want to go check that out.
Awesome, man.
It's on YouTube. You go check it out. It's cool.
I see a lot of pictures of you with guitar.
Yeah.
Well, what instruments exactly do you play?
I play guitar. I play bass. I get a little, stuff out of the piano. But yeah, mainly that's really it. I can hold a beat on the drums, just very basic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Nothing crazy.
When did that guitar start for you? As a youngster?
Yeah, as a youngster in the barbershop. My grandfather, like I said, played guitar. And he showed me, he put it in my hands around 9 years old.
Okay.
And before that, but the very first time was, shout out to my cousin Johnny, man. He put the guitar in my hand and I learned how to play La Bamba.
Hell yeah.
So that was the first song I ever learned. You know what I mean? And once
Here's
I
a bit
got
of a
that
rattlesnake.
out, yeah, here's a little bit of a rattlesnake. That is like one of my number one movies right there too.
Hey, what an amazing movie,
bro. Big movie fan. Like sometimes I be talking to like some of my closest friends, like in movie languages, like Rick and like,
of course,
yeah, just like lines from movies, like the one-liners, And yeah, that's one of them. Here's a little bit of rattlesnake.
Hey, bro. Okay, first of all, let me say that's an amazing movie. Okay,
yes, hands down.
I don't know if this part really happened, but when you saw it in the movie, did you watch it in the movies when it came out?
No.
Okay.
I saw it on VHS.
I saw it in the movies.
Yeah.
When his brother at the end yells out Richie. Now, I know people make fun of it today, but when that scene, when it took place in the movies, when that movie first came out, there wasn't a dry eye in the theater, bro.
Hell no.
Today, people make fun of it, they make memes, bro,
Right.
but
when it came out, bro, and man.
Yeah.
Bro.
And he delivered that line, bro.
That's why it's crazy. I was very privileged. One of the first songs I ever did was "We Belong Together." I was 9 or 10 years old.
Hell
I was
yeah.
in the church and I sang "We Belong Together." I played the guitar and I sang in front of all the little girls at the church.
They didn't run you out?
Oh man, bro, it was crazy. I don't know. My mom kept me inside after that. That was a wrap. You know what I mean? So I played that one line, "You're mine and we belong together." Everybody went crazy, and I was hooked.
I was about to go crazy.
I was hooked. But now it's crazy because I got to record that song.
Oh shit!
So and I got to shoot a little video for it in Fillmore, where my barbershop's at. It's about 15 minutes from my hometown in Moore Park. We have a barbershop there. Shout out to Coda's Barber and Style. Make sure you come get a fresh haircut. You know what I'm saying? We're there all the time.
Hell yeah. 24/7.
24/7, But yeah, it's just a trip because it came full circle. That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
So for me to do that song, and then when I perform it at the end, I tell everybody, "All right, everybody say Richie on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Richie."
That's
it's
amazing.
Really cool, man.
That's amazing. Yeah. I had shared when I had Joey Quinones here. Okay, I had a great time with him here, and we were talking about Danny Trejo was, I guess, hosting a car show. I didn't see him there, but it was considered a car show that he was going to be hosting. And I went, and it was cool. I had a great time there. And then I turned around and I looked, there was a high school there, San Fernando Valley. So it just clicked. So I asked people that lived there, say, "Are you from here? Are you a local?" And they were like, "Yeah, why?" And I go, "I'm kind of like a nerd when it comes to this movie, but I have to ask, is this the school that Richie Valens went to?" And they were like, "Oh, yes."
Dang.
And it made me feel some type of way, bro.
As it should. Yeah. Especially from being out here. You're a legend, bro,
Yeah.
San Fernando, bro, it's like, that's a main vein right there, though.
Yeah.
Cali, so.
I'm going to share something, because when people look at this interview, they usually see our side because we're having a conversation, okay? Right. I get to see the artist face to face, okay? And I say this respectfully to Joey, okay? I asked Joey if you can talk to any one of these artists, and I said Bob Marley, I believe I said Marvin Gaye, Juan Gabriel, I said, or Richie Valens. Who would it be? And he said, "Oh, Richie Valens." And he said he was like, forgive me if I'm using the wrong word, but not only like a big fanatic of Richie Valens. So and then I just gave him a hypothetical. I go, okay. Damn. Richie Valens walks in right behind you, sits down. What would you say to him? and he paused for a while, man. And honestly, he looked like he was about to tear up.
Yeah, bro.
So I kind of just changed the subject a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I believe that hit home. He was like, wow, you got me with that one.
Yeah, bro.
You know, because it, like for me, I'd probably want to talk to Prince.
Yeah.
That's my favorite musician of all time, bro.
Man, that's a bad dude right there,
So,
bro. That's a bad dude.
I got to see him in concert, man. When Purple
Oh,
Rain
you're
came
very
out,
lucky, man.
I got to see his movie when it came out.
Purple
You
Rain.
know, when he was in concert, he wore the trench coat, G-string, and boots. So yeah, that was Prince.
That's crazy, man.
But now, as far as you say, you once again, just to give a quick recap. Oldies, your favorite artist, Carlos Santana. As far as the Richie Valens song, is that out already, or is that coming out?
Yeah, that's out already. I got We Belong Together. That's out already.
Where can people view that, bro?
It's on YouTube. I have a channel, Cota Vivo, that's COTA Vivo. That's on YouTube. Shout out to Silent Giant that put all that together. Julie and A.DA, man, all their hard work, you know, putting everything together for me. Yeah, so all my videos are on there, and that's one of them. That's on the first project, which is on Coda's Classic Oldies Volume 1.
Okay.
And what I did was I put the songs that meant a lot to me on there to kind of pay homage to, like, my grandpa that passed away. I was going through a lot at the time. My grandpa passed away. My dad passed away a few months later. So it was really rough. So I put on Creí, which was one of the first Spanish songs I ever learned and would always play in the backyard with them. And then, you know, We Belong Together, stuff like that. So all the songs that are on there were really personal songs.
Okay.
Now that's out of the way. It's like now all the bangers, bro. So it's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay. So that was that an EP or an album?
It was an EP.
Okay.
And then I got another EP coming out. It's almost done. As a matter of fact, I just recorded Together by Tierra. And that's coming out on Mother's Day this Sunday. Make sure you guys go check that out. It's going to be really dope. I really feel like we killed it, man. Like, we really killed it. And I'm saying we is me and my band, bro. My name's Joey Coda, and I'm talking about The Vibes, man. The Vibes band, also known as Like the Morning. You guys go check them out. We did the music, and, man, that was one of the best records so far.
Awesome, man. You know what? Let's back up just a little bit before we go to break. So you started playing guitar, you said, as a youngster in the barbershop. Who blessed you with that guitar? Was it father, a friend, or?
It was my grandfather. Yeah, my grandfather gave me my first guitar, and it was an acoustic Spanish guitar, nylon string guitar. And yeah, man, I took it and ran with it. Probably broke it, I don't know how many times.
Over somebody's head.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, that's how it started.
So what, did he give you lessons, or did you just start?
He showed me a few notes, just the very basics. So, like, he was probably showing me some notes and a few songs until, like I said, my dad got busted, and we had to go up to Palmdale. At that time, I remember going into my dad's crate, his CD crate, you know, and I got the best of Carlos Santana and threw it in a radio and locked myself in a room, and I would play these licks, bro, like, and when my dad got home, a year later, I showed him these songs, and he was just like, "What the heck's tearing up?"
Around what year? I mean, I'm sorry. About how old were you when he had gotten locked up and you started?
I want to say I was like 9 years old, 10 years old. Yeah, like 10 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when he got out, I was about like 11 or something like that. And yeah, man, when he got out, he's just tripping out like on how much I learned. And he goes, "Who taught you this stuff?" You know what I mean? I was like, "This Carlos Santana taught me."
Wow.
You know, like, I play by ear, and to this day, I never learned how to play the guitar. I can't say that I know how to play the guitar. I just play the guitar, pick it up, and I make music. You know what I mean?
Right. Wow.
There's times where real guitar players, bro, they're like, "You play this right here," and they're telling me the chord, but I just looking at it, and then boom, I catch on, or I'll hear it and I'll catch on.
That's dope. It's kind of like, give me the directions. I don't know the directions, but I know how to take you there.
Yeah, I'll take you there. I'll take you there for sure.
All good, man. Listen, we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We're going to come right back, okay?
Cool.
Pick up right where we left off. I'm going to ask you, what can people expect from you 2022? Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. Once again, everybody, episode 248. We'll be back. I think I'm going to start drinking. I'm going to pull out the Pacificos.
Hello.
So once again, go warm up your top ramen and get yourself a Modelo, and we'll be right back in 10 minutes. Welcome back, everyone, to a great. Let me rewind that. Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio episode 248, and we're gonna go ahead and jump right back into it with Coda.
Yeah,
you like the way I did that, huh?
Yeah, that was dope. How'd you do it?
I tongue-tied on purpose. But what was it like Pee Wee Herman say? I meant to do that.
I meant to do that.
So I was gonna say John Wayne Gacy, but I was like, no, I want to play. That was a good one. Okay, you know what? So far, I believe that you're a realist, and here's what I mean by that. Say somebody brings you a demo and tells you, "I want you to tell me what it sounds like. Tell me if it's any good."
Yeah.
Do you think you could ever tell somebody that shit was whack?
It's hard for me to tell somebody that they whack, bro. It's hard, man. I'm just being real. For some people, it's easy.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
But I'm not a savage like that, because that's like, what if that's like their like last thing that they're holding on to in life?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I've been around people that were brutally honest.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? Simon Cowell, whatever?
Yeah,
Simon Cowell, like his ass. Okay?
It was horrible.
Yeah. Or like, bro, were you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Like, is this a joke? Like, and I'm like, shit. Yeah. You just tore this guy's life apart. Exactly. He was like, oh, yeah.
Sliced him up.
He was like, oh, bro, don't quit your day job.
Yeah. I mean, if it's obviously like super horrible, I'll be like, man, you can work on it. You got to work on it, bro. Please work on it.
Can you imagine if he said, okay, produce me?
Oh, see, then I'd be like, oh, I'm signed the way my management's set up, I
want to introduce you to another producer named John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now your dad comes home. You show him this guitar licks that you've been playing. Carlos Santana has taught you. Now, what comes next for you now? Well, around when would you say you did your first recording? Because, okay, you're playing guitar. Yeah. When did the singing come in? Let's start there.
All right, so the singing came in, like I said, young as well. I started singing along to these movies like La Bamba, like We Belong Together. That was the first song I ever performed, and I'm only 10 years old performing like that. The first time I ever wrote a song, I was like 12 years old, and it was probably just, a little lovey-dovey song, trying to get the girls' attention, back in the day. But the first recording came about, I would say 18 years old. 18 years old, I got a buddy of mine, and he's like, hey, I'm going to take you to the studio, man. Maybe you can go lay something down, one of your songs. Go lay something that you like.
Okay.
And so this is my first experience going to the studio, and I laid something down. I just remember the engineer, he looked at me when I first came in the door, and he was just like,
who in the hell was this guy?
Fuck is this? And I just remember everything changed as soon as I started singing.
Oh, it always does.
And he was just like, damn, all right. You wrote that? Yeah. Well, when did you write that? I don't know, like a week ago. Really? How long did it take you? I don't know, probably like 10, 15 minutes. Really? The whole thing? Yeah. In my eyes, I don't know.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? this is what I like to do. This is what I love to do. Nobody knows that.
Did you have a vocal coach? Did you go to school for any of that?
No. In school, I gravitated towards music. So, like, in junior high, when you first get your electives, they ask you, what do you want to do? You want to do art? Do you want to be in choir? What do you want to do? Wood shop? What do you want to do?
Right.
So, of course, I gravitated to the music. So I said, I'll be in choir. Plus, it was a room full of girls, man. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on now. And I was a football player, so I went in there. And,
stud, you.
Hello. Oh, you need a bass singer, huh? All right.
You walk in there, excuse me, girls, where's the gymnasium?
Is it that way?
Yeah.
But yeah, no doubt, it was really, really dope. I did that, and then it was crazy because 7th grade, I'm the only dude in there. 8th grade, half of the dudes that are my homies are now in the class.
Oh.
So I started like a trend, you know what I mean? So then I go into 9th grade, the same thing happened there. I was probably like one of the only 3 people in there, but the only like jock, you know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah, next thing you know, in 10th grade, half the squad is already in there. And
they bit your style.
Yeah, bit my style, man. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, out of high school, okay, 18, you record, okay? Is this the first time you could say they recorded you? Like,
yeah.
Okay, so.
Ever.
You record a song, they play it back. I almost want to say rewind because there's no more rewind today. Okay, they rewind back then. You listen to it, what did you think?
That first time you hear your own voice,
right?
You're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's how I was. But matter of fact, my wife, she was there. I took her. We were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. The song was actually about her. So I took her, you know, and recorded it. And it was just a trip because she's the one that told me, it sounds so good. And I think we had our friends there with us too. And they told me too. They're gassing me up. They're like, bro, you can do this. Like, you can really do this. So that's when I started taking it serious. I was like, man, I'm going to give it some more, you know, some more. And same thing, the engineer was like, you could really do this. I recorded, you know, All For One in here, man. You sing better than some of them guys in that group. So you should pursue this. And it's been on ever since.
What happened with that song, though?
It never came out or nothing like that, but I would like to re-record it one day real soon. That would be really cool.
Okay. And what song was that again?
I don't even remember the name to it, to be quite honest, because I'm the worst when it comes to picking names.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Of songs. Anybody who knows me knows that. They'll be like, what did you name it? Or what do you want to name this song? I'm like, shit, number 2, number 3. I don't know. I'm trying to think of, you know, a cool name is kind of hard, but I end up usually doing that, you know, with my buddy Jay, you know. So shout out to my boy Jay Rockets in the building, man. So.
Okay, dope. So what comes next for you after that? I know you said you decided to take it serious. Yeah. You decided to pursue it now. Did you start working on your own stuff? Did you start writing more stuff?
I did. I started writing more stuff, and I ended up having a kid at a young age. So all my music stuff really got put on the back burner.
Yeah.
And then I had another kid, and then we had a big gap. And we're raising our kids together, and we're working. So it kind of just didn't seem realistic. It was just like I started cutting hair and just got really deep into cutting hair. And the whole time I'm cutting hair, and sometimes I'll be singing a song at the shop, and people will be like, bro, you're in the wrong business, man. You know what I mean? So I just got encouraged more and more to pursue my music. One day I'm cutting hair in Palmdale, and my buddy Jay sits in my chair, and he has his own studio. This was maybe, I want to say like five years ago, right? Something like that. Yeah, something like 5 years ago. He sits in my chair. I got a studio, man. He goes, I'm not the best engineer or best producer in the whole world. He goes, but come record. I got you. I go, well, I'll cut your hair for free, man. Let's do it like that. He goes, all right, bet. We end up getting, like, we have good chemistry, man. So we write songs together. We're just in there vibing, drinking, chilling, smoking, and coming up with really good stuff that people never heard. And shout out to my boy Jay, man. Jay Rockets really got me going. And Baby Bash ends up hearing me on Instagram. And
no shit.
Yeah, bro, on Instagram. I was on his live, and I was like, Bash, I go, we should do a track together. Just like a shot in the dark, bro. I'm on his live. And he goes, Coda the bar. Are you the dude with the beard and the guitar? He goes, I've seen you. He goes, I would do a track with you. And I was just like, what? What the heck? You heard that? Nobody was there. I'm like, you guys heard that?
Yeah.
And, yeah. So he goes, send me your number. Maybe 30 minutes later, bro, I get a call. And he goes, Cora. And it was just on ever since, bro. He had me in the studio a week later. I recorded Catch You on the Rebound. Danny Trejo was there. It was the first time I met Danny.
No shit.
He walks me in the room, man. I open up the door. Danny's right there. He goes, hey, mijo, how you doing? And I was just like, oh, shit, it's Danny Trejo, man. Well, Eronimo for me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he stands up. Oh, my God, shook his hand. And I was like, man, you set me up, Bash. You know what I mean? How you gonna do me like that? So
right.
It was really cool, bro.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's good to hear. So, I was fucking lost in that story that I forgot what I was gonna ask you. But yeah, no, okay. So you recorded a song with Bash. How long ago was that?
That was a few years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say like 3.5 years ago.
Okay. So how long now could you say like you definitely decided to put all gas, no brakes on your career?
Definitely the last couple of years. Last couple of years, all gas, no brakes. I'm not really even cutting hair no more, man. It's just really like doing my music. I do cut hair, like I got a lot of clientele, so shout outs to everybody, listening, all the homies, all the fans, They've held me down, so I gotta hold them down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whenever I do have downtime, hey bro, can you cut me up? Can you fit me up? Yeah, come through.
Okay.
Got a little setup at the pad, so I just hook them up.
That'll work, man. Now, as far as performing, like, do people just DM you? Do you have a manager? How does that work?
So I'm signed with Bashtown and Silent Giant. I book my own stuff right now, so you can hit me up in the DM if you want to book me. You know what I mean? So I'm booking my own stuff, And yeah, I'm recording with Silent Giant. I'm also recording, you know, stuff with Trejo Music and Carlos Guillen, man. He's a great producer, man. He's really dope producer.
I
Shout
keep
out to
hearing that
Carlos.
name, bro.
Ooh,
You know,
you're gonna keep hearing it too.
You know, it's funny because when I'm saying it's outside of here, because Amoraa shared his name, you shared his name, but I know I've heard it. Like, I just gotta remember.
Really,
what it looks like.
really talented producer, songwriter, musician, and really good dude. Solid.
Okay.
And yeah, man, I just been working with him, and you know, me and the band been working, and we just got a lot of stuff coming out, man. I'm really excited, you know.
Okay, now as far as the band, when did that come into fruition? Was it always something you wanted to do? Did you always have a band, or if not,
no,
you know?
Yeah, no, I didn't always have a band. My cousin, he had a band, and he hit me up as soon as I started, you know, making music. He's like, bro, if you ever need me to back you up, I'll back you up. Let's get it. And he was doing like punk rock music and stuff like that. So now that we start doing this music stuff too, now he's even doing, you know, like solely stuff too. So shout out to John David, man. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. We're in a band together now. It's a really good band. You know what I'm saying? So Joey Coda and the Vibes, that's what it is right now, bro.
Dope.
And Baby Bash and Danny Trejo, man, we're working together, bro. It's really, really dope.
That's awesome. But now, as far as the band, how long ago did it come together?
I want to say the last 2 years we've been working, doing gigs, doing a lot of stuff. But we got a lot of stuff that's coming out real soon together. Okay,
that's dope. Now, do you write your stuff, or do you do?
Yeah.
Also, do you do a lot of cover stuff?
We do a lot of covers, like, you know, so that we have like a dope set. So all the bangers that you know, all the good solely bangers, and then I have a lot of original music that's coming out too. So stay tuned on that.
I know you had already mentioned Carlos Santana.
Right.
If you had a wish list of artists, say 3 artists that you can work with. Now, present, when I mean present, still alive or deceased.
Okay.
Give me 3 artists that you could say, I would love to do, male or female.
All right. So modern day, I would love to do a song with her. You know what I mean? She's amazing. She plays guitar, and I just think it'll be such a vibe. Past, definitely Carlos Santana.
Okay.
Deceased, Richie Valens.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man, I would love to do a song with Richie.
Okay, if I give you 2 more choices, who else?
Let's see. Right now, I would say like Daniel Caesar. That would be amazing. Yeah, that'd be crazy. And then
get him 2 napkins.
Yeah, and then another past one. Dang, I don't know. Shoot. I don't know. Okay. Smokey Robinson, bro.
Hell yeah.
Sheesh. Thank you.
Yeah, you ever met him?
No, I haven't. But that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's an amazing artist, bro.
Yeah, he is.
You know what's funny? Somebody asked me if I had to choose 3 artists, and mine were kind of out there, because I said I would do some hip hop shit with them. Marvin Gaye.
Oh man.
Okay. Bob Marley.
That'd be fire.
And believe it or not, Juan Gabriel.
So, oh man.
So yeah, I'll do some hip hop shit. Imagine him singing the chorus in Spanish. Shit, it's over.
Yeah, game over.
Yeah. So that's dope. That's my wish list. I wish I could produce. But now, as far as tours, are you guys planning a tour? Where can people see you? Yeah. Are you going to be going outside of California anytime soon?
Yeah, I got some stuff going down in Colorado real soon.
Okay.
I'll be going out to Colorado. I just got back from like Seattle and Arizona. That was really dope. Shout out to Arizona. It was really lit. Utah's always really good to me, man. There's a fan base out there in Utah, man. Shout out to DJ Lamont and everybody out there. Shorty, Eventos, man.
Yeah.
It's been nothing but love for me out there as well. But like I said, yeah, I'll be going to San Diego real soon, Colorado.
What parts of Colorado?
Rocky Fort, Colorado. And there's a couple other spots out there I can't remember exactly.
I was going out there. I was spinning out there for a while. I was DJing for a while out in Colorado.
It's my first time. I think it's going to be really dope, man. I'm actually really excited. I'm going to take my wife with me. It's going to be dope.
There's a good fan base out there, bro.
Yeah, can't wait.
I think we get a lot more love outside of LA.
It's crazy because it's true. It's crazy. It's true, but it's crazy because I do get a lot of love out here too. So it's really dope that people do support me and like me for who I am and where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do get a lot of love. I don't really get too much hate. Some haters, man, but it's all good. That's what they're supposed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was my next question because I asked Amoraa that question. Do you get a lot of hate?
I get some hate, man, but it's all good.
Okay, you're a singer. You sing love songs.
Yeah.
What can they hate on?
I don't know.
Your beard? You know?
That's a very long beard, man.
You know?
Yeah,
I mean, like,
man.
sometimes I don't understand. Like, here, I podcast. I shine light on up-and-coming artists. I try to promote them, and I get hate for that.
Yeah. It's I think it's just the way of the world, bro. There's haters out there, man, and you know someone's got to do it, right? They just let them do it.
There's a lot of sleepless nights for you bastards out there.
Yeah, it's where the hell they find the time to do all of that. It's kind of crazy, you know. But it's all good, man. It's not too much hate, man. It's more love than anything, and that's what I'm all about, man. It's just kind of spreading.
Anybody ever go on your page and you can't sing worth shit?
Oh yeah, no, more on YouTube. They don't even go onto my page. They
YouTube is where all the haters are at.
Yeah, bro, I noticed that, man. They hide, man.
Yes,
I don't really be going on the comments too much on YouTube, but when I do look, I'm just like,
sometimes I'll be like, don't look, don't look, don't look.
Yeah.
Oh, that bastard. Nostradamus is talking shit again.
It's funny because sometimes my mom will hit me up and she'll be like, mijo, have you seen the comments on your page? Don't believe them, mijo. You look great. Okay, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, they're not on Twitter. They're not on Facebook. They're not on Instagram. No. They're on YouTube. They're on YouTube. And those bastards know who they are.
Yeah. So. And it's funny. Some people do. They'll be like, you don't really sing like that. I go, well, you never heard me sing live, man. So
yeah, I get those all the time. Your show is trash. And they're subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Did you subscribe, though?
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it is crazy. But it's all love. Thank you to everybody who's supporting, man. And everybody who's tuning into this interview, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
Shout out to Roadium Radio, man.
Absolutely.
Real.
We still got some minutes, man, so don't be saying your goodbyes yet. So,
quick little shout out,
I wanted you to bring your guitar, man.
Hey, well, she's not too far away.
Well, you know what? Oh, shit.
Yeah. She in the car.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah, for reals.
Oh, shit. Maybe we can go get that.
Yeah, I can definitely go get that.
Okay, well, we're not going to take a break. Do you think your wifey can go get it?
Yeah, I think so. Want to take a walk with her?
Yeah, please.
Across the street. I appreciate it.
Oh, shit. I forgot my fucking key. Alex, do you got the key over there?
Yeah, I would love to play a little something for you.
Do me a favor. Go ahead to Brian. Because we want to do a little, yo, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking,
I'll be like, and we belong.
Go get Tony on the background vocals, man.
Bro, I can't sing worth shit. I be stuttering my ass off.
It's crazy because a lot of people, they go, man, did you go take singing lessons? And like I said, bro, I've been singing since I was little, and I think I have something where it's like I kind of like mimic what I hear, kind of like Ray Charles. You ever seen the movie Ray?
Yeah, dope movie.
Dope movie, man, and just an amazing artist. And I just trip out on how he was able to mimic. You know what I mean? So it's like that's kind of what I do. I can mimic, voices and all that stuff. I be making fun of, not even making fun of, but I try to sound like, Danny Trejo, and people get a kick out of that. So, but little stuff like that, I do that with my music too, until I found my own voice, and then I start singing like me. Stopped singing like anybody else, and just really started seeing a big increase in followers and all of that, and love. So it's been crazy. Have you ever been up on stage playing, singing, and you forget some of your lyrics? Yeah, but thank God I've been doing this so long that I can kind of just recover, and people don't even notice. I'm really hard on myself too. I'm like, damn, we should be. Yeah, I go, damn, I messed up. And my wife's like, I didn't notice. Or like my buddies that know the songs, I didn't even notice, bro, you killed it. Don't trip. Right. I mean? But the whole night it'll be in my head like, damn, I could have did that better. I could have did this better. I do the same thing with fucking podcasting. I'll be like, I'll be saying too much. And I'm like, sometimes I can't help it. Yeah. Because I don't have no notes written down. A lot of times it's just whenever I hear the person that I'm interviewing say something, then I just like, okay. And I think it's better that way because it's coming from real place. Your answers, your questions, your reactions. Yeah. You ever played, I'm sure you have, to a tough crowd? Yes. Oh, yeah. What do you do, bro? Like, you just sing your ass off. And then as soon as that, your time's done, and you never got to worry about it again. You know what I mean? Yeah. You ever been heckled? No, not to my face. I was heckled one time when I was DJing, and I was cutting and scratching. I got, ha,
you saw it. Like, and I was like, shut the fuck. I looked for a record. I'm not gonna lie to you. I found it.
Yeah.
But fuck you.
Ooh, nice.
That's how I answer.
That's how you answer. Yeah, that's the smartest way.
Okay, now as far as production today, do you do your own production or do you still work with other producers? Do they still produce for you?
Yeah, so I work with other producers too. I work with different producers with through Silent Giant. Also whoever Bash, Bash be hooking me up with people to work with, and you know he's the man, he's the boss. So he's like, I want you to work over here and do some music with such and such person, and I think you guys are gonna kill it. And sure enough, bro, we end up killing some stuff, man. So shout outs to Carlos Guillen, man. Like I said, you're gonna hear his name a lot because he's just really dope. He's we been working on some stuff together, for Bash, and it's just sounding incredible. It's all original music. So it sounds like oldies, you know what I mean? Has that sound, but it's all original lyrics and stuff that I write.
I'm going to ask you a question. Maybe you can shine a little bit of light, because that souldy stuff has been going on for a couple of years here, okay? Mm-hmm. In 2017, when I had pretty much left my job, I was there 15 years, and I got back into the music industry. I was educated by some female DJ that was playing the original, the oldie stuff. Yeah. And then she said, "Are you familiar with the new souldy movement?" Right. That was 2017.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. It's 2017 when it started.
Where do you think the whole souldy thing started? Is it an LA thing?
I kind of think it's an LA thing. I would like to think it's an LA thing because I remember the reason I really went in on it is because my mom always told me, she was like, "You sound great when you do the covers of these oldies. Nobody sounds like you when you do the oldies. You really give it your soul." So it was just kind of like all the signs were there. And then I heard of Trish Toledo, and I told myself, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot doing this stuff. And if I don't do a song with that girl right there in a year, then obviously that's not my lane. Right. And in less than a year, I had a song with her. That's and it was dope. Crazy. So shout out to Trish Toledo too. It's actually on the CD. With Danny that we.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's called "If You Don't Mind."
Okay, I'm trying to see what number it is.
I want to say it's like number 2.
Number 2. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you write that song?
I wrote that song.
Okay, and if you don't mind, what is that about?
Well, it's about like, chilling with the girl. You know what I'm saying? And if she don't mind, I want to have a good time with her. So if you don't mind, baby, come. It's a really great song. You really like that song. We actually did a video at A.B. Chevy's pad. Shout out to Justin at A.B. Chevy, man. We did the video at his pad. It was really,
you're going to have to sign
nice.
this one too then, because I know Amora's going to sign it.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, that's kind of like if you do want
me. Something similar to that.
Yeah. Have you ever performed with Brentwood?
I opened up for him, man. I just met him for the first time, and that was amazing. That's like one of my number one artists, you know what I mean? So
he's fucking amazing.
He's amazing, bro. I don't know how old, and he's still getting it, bro.
Still getting it.
Still getting it.
Much
man.
love.
Much love.
That's one guy that I'm working on, bringing here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Remind me to tell you what he told me.
Okay.
I met him in 97 at a KRLA car show. Yeah. KRLA was a AM radio station. And it was at a car show, but I was performing as a concert there. And I went up to him and I was like, I should have never had did this, but I walked up to him like if I knew him. I go, where in the hell have you been? Because I hadn't seen him, or heard him performing. Yeah. But he was just there. And I was just like, what the hell? He was a surprise guest. They didn't put him on the flyer or nothing. But I knew who he was.
How cool is that?
And now, remind me to tell you what his answer was off camera, okay? Yeah. Because I would never, ever disclose what he said.
I would have to tell you a similar story. So we're going to exchange maybe similar story.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, man. I remember I said this. I said, bro. He goes, you like my music? And I was like, I used to get fucked up to you.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, man. So la guitarra está ahí. Your guitar's right there. Let's unwrap that. Let's pull it out. Let's do it. Let's take it out of the wrapper. So, all right, he's gonna sing. At least give us a verse or so. Yeah, man. And if I like it, we'll do another one. I'm only playing. So, hell yeah.
It's my baby right here, man.
Hell yeah.
One of them.
You got to start it off like Richie Valens, though.
I got you.
You're mine, and we belong together. Yes, we belong together for eternity, eternity. You're mine, mine, baby, and you'll always be, yeah. I swear by everything I own, you'll always be mine. You're mine, and we belong together for eternity.
Come on, everybody, let's give him a hand clap. Dang,
Appreciate y'all, man.
you almost made me yell Richie, homie.
Yeah,
So-
usually that's the reaction, you know.
Yeah,
Richie! Shout out to Richie Valens, man. May you rest in peace.
that shit was beautiful, bro.
Thank you so much, man.
Man, I almost want to interview your wife and ask her how does she feel when she hears you sing. I said she could probably be mad at you, but as soon as you start singing,
Yeah, it all goes away.
it all goes away.
Yeah, you look, you can sing.
Yeah, exactly. Just sing your ass off.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's awesome, man.
Appreciate it, man.
You got one more?
Yeah.
Let's bust it.
All right.
Let's bust it.
Oh, yeah. Don't know why, but I love you, I do. Yeah. 'Cause I like the way you love me. Oh, girl. Oh, every time you kiss me, thrills me from my head to feet. And I tell myself, deep down inside, there can be no one else for me. 'Cause I like the way you love me, love me, love me. Oh, girl. Oh, and I like the way you thrill me. Oh, girl. Well, you thrill me to my soul, and I like it all so. And I tell myself, deep down inside, I could never let you go. 'Cause I like the way you love me, love me, love me. Oh, girl. Oh, said I like the way you love me, thrill me, chill me, love me, oh, baby, yeah.
Hell yeah. Bro, that was fucking amazing, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
I think I'm gonna start singing, man.
That's where it's at. Just saying, you know.
That shit was dope, man. Can you sing? We got one more record. Can you do Baby? Nah, I'm gonna play Baby Shark.
Baby Shark. My kids will love it, man.
Hey, bro, you know what's crazy? But like, somebody told me this one time. Some rapper goes, "You know what's funny? How rap sucks today. How come I can remember the Baby Shark lyrics, but I can't remember nobody else's lyrics?"
That says a lot, doesn't it? That says a lot.
But yeah, man,
speaks volumes.
that was beautiful, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You guys can go check those out, man. I got videos on YouTube. You guys check it out. Like I said, it's Cota Vivo, COTA Vivo, man. Check it out.
Cota Vivo. And that's on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yep.
Okay. And once again, follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, got a lot of new stuff coming out real soon.
Awesome, man. What can people expect in 2022? I know you talked about some of the shows that you're going to already be at, but as far as can we look forward to? Is it another single, EP, album? What can we look forward to?
So we got Coda's Classic Oldies Volume 2 coming out, which is a EP of covers, and then I got some original stuff coming out right after that. It's gonna sound more modern, like modern R&B stuff.
Okay.
And then after that, it's gonna be the original oldies sounding stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So because I don't, it's crazy because I do have two different sounds. So it's like I want to make sure that I'm pleasing everybody because that's really who I am, man. I'm a people pleaser, man. I really want everybody to be happy. You know
That's awesome. What is, if any, do you have your favorite or the most requested cover song? Like that people say, man, I love it when you sing this one.
Yeah, and it's Brent Wood. Shout outs to Brent Wood, man, for real, because I don't know where I would be without listening to his music.
Yeah.
You know, my mom had an hour commute from Palmdale to Moore Park to come and work, and that whole hour she put on the best of Brent Wood.
Of course.
So it was like, that was the best, bro. It was really the best. You know,
I wonder how many kids were born under the Brent Wood greatest hits.
Man, hello, for real. So one of the other ones that I'm requested to do a lot is actually this one right here. I'm gonna show you guys real quick.
Oh yes.
Little boy falls in love. He thinks of one girl. Oh yeah. He tries and get a little thing going. Strange expressions on his face is showing. He patches the holes in his favorites. I'm the one who knows. Come on. I'm the one who really knows. Now I do it like this. That's all I can say for you. Got soul to my soul. Foxy clothes, the cutest toes. Groovy shit, there's nothing fake about you. Baby, you got it. People can be cruel. They say I lost my cool. But it's very hard for me to keep my cool when I'm around you. Cause baby, you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got soul to my soul. Foxy clothes, the cutest nose. Groovy shape, there's nothing fake about you. Baby, you got it.
Now you got it, homie.
I mean, a little Brentwood mix, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Nothing wrong with a Brent Wood mega mix.
Yeah, gotta mix it. You can appreciate that as a DJ.
Hell
right?
yeah.
A little-
Because you're like, baby, you got that shit's hard.
Thank you, man.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate that. Shout out to Brentwood.
You know, it's funny, man, in the 80s, okay? In the 80s, when I was doing mixtapes, I always play hip-hop beats and oldies on top.
Yeah.
That's why when I produced my very first song, I didn't know how to produce, but I got signed. So what I did, I just took some bottom beats, I sampled, I sampled on Piece of President by the Honey Drippers, and then I added Sitting in the Park. Ooh. So we had a song with High C, Sitting in the Park, and then we did a song, I'm Not Your Puppet, and that's pretty much where I got my style from, was from oldies, from getting fucked up in the neighborhood. So, you know, if you were in the neighborhood, we would have had Bonfire and have you sing for us while we lean like a cholo by ourselves. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
But yeah, man. Other than that, brother, anything that I didn't ask you, bro, anything you want to promote, anything you want to push, anything you want to say, anybody you want to diss, go ahead right now, bro.
Coda's Classic Oldies Volume 2 is coming out. We got the video to Together dropping on Mother's Day this Sunday. Make sure you guys go check it out. It's my rendition of Together by Tierra, so make sure you guys go check that out. Got a lot of new music coming out really soon, original music. You know, a lot of people didn't realize that I, write my own stuff and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to drop some new music. Shout outs to J-Rocks for rolling with me since day one. You know what I'm saying? Johnny and everybody with the band, I'm really excited, man. Really excited. Everybody is Silent Giant. And shout outs to Baby Bash, man. Bash Town, you already know what it is. Trejo Music, Amoraa, you know what I mean? We're about to really start doing some stuff, man. We're talking about tour going on. So we're excited, man.
Hell yeah, man. Listen, man, I don't give a shit if I got to buy tickets. At least let me know when you guys are local.
Yes.
I want to show up, be in the front row, and I'll jump up on stage and tackle you like that dude did.
Hey, I got moves, man. I got moves. But yeah, no doubt. June 12th, I will actually be in Long Beach.
Okay.
You know what I mean? At the Mala Museum, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah. At the
For
art museum, yeah.
Yeah, for the V-Class.
Okay.
Show. It's going to be all the motorcycles and all that. It's going to be crazy, bro. So make sure you guys pull up. I'm going to be there. It's going to be Joey Coda and the vibes, man. Make sure you pull up because it's going to be a vibe. Hello.
It's a vibe thing.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, that shit is dope, man. I'll definitely show up. Post out the flyer, please, okay?
Yes, I will.
Hell yeah, because Long Beach is like 10 minutes away, bro.
Exactly.
Straight down to Anaheim right there.
Yes.
So right by the strip club.
This Saturday we'll be in where is it? The Grand Theater, right? The Grand Theater. I want to say with MC Magic and Lil Rob. So we'll see you this Saturday, man. I'll be performing. I'll be the guest performer, man. So let's get it.
A special guest appearance by Coda, the barber. So I'll get not to be confused with John Wayne Gacy. So. Oh man, I'm glad we can clown, bro.
Yeah,
so
clown,
other than that, my boy, I don't know if I asked you this already. Shout outs, did you give shout outs already?
Yeah, man. Shout outs to everybody who's actually tuned in. Shout outs to Roadium Radio, man, Tony.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much for having me, bro. It's been a great time. We had a great time, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome, my brothers.
Appreciate you.
At this time, let me go ahead and give my shout outs once again to my boy Alex Cervantes. We just celebrated his birthday not too long ago, so he just turned 28 again. And I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Norbert, new member of Roadium Radio. Want to give a shout out to my son, B. Scanless, and the Hip Hop Jedi. Okay, I want to give a shout out to him. And I'm going to give a shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Once again, Big Ray Rice, Derek Mallory, and Roberto Hernandez for always making it rain on the live chat. Everybody who donates, everybody who's given.
Hey, that's my mama. What's up, mama?
Yeah, Nancy Coda. Much love, much respect. She's in the building.
Hi, mama.
So, who's that? OG Rascal? Yeah, he donated. Okay, he donated. So, much love to you guys. So, other than that, I'll be back tomorrow with Drinking with the Wizard. We get tore up tomorrow, and we just try to forget by Friday what happened on Thursday. So check it out. A lot of comedy. I have some special guests. I'll post it tomorrow on my Instagram page, on my Facebook, and on the YouTube community. Other than that, I want to thank everybody who tuned in. Once again, get the CD. Yeah. Once again, you can go to follow Amoraa. Go on the link on her bio. You can order this, and you can also order this shirt if you want they're pretty faces, shirt. Because I'm gonna wear this on honestly on
and his angels,
possibly on Sunday's episode. So yeah. So once again, thank you guys. Thank you, Amoraa. Thank you, Coda.
Thank you guys so much, man.
Hell yeah.
God bless.
Much love, much respect. See you guys tomorrow. God bless. Have a blessed night, and we out of here. You'll call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live with them.
You got it.